Nice.
Wait, I suddenly can't hear y'all.
Okay,
What did I
guys,
do?
we are up to session 48 of Shard Hunters. Welcome back, everyone, and we're going to do a quick recap from a little half pint of a person, our little rogue.
All right, so last week we had a fun little time doing had some dream stuff happening. Core's still dreaming about fires and chanting of burning, and we don't really have any answers to that yet. But Core went and they did some shopping. Hatala worked on a ring for Mr. Lakewood, finished it, was able to give it to him, and did a couple of other odd jobs and things. We also did some rituals to remove the souls of some of our people. That may sound like a bad thing, but if it didn't happen, they were going to die. Needup now has his soul in a stone. Akar has his soul in a stone. Core has Nathaniel's soul in a stone, but Core seems to possibly be alive and okay because of that. We're unsure. Anyway, we begin to do some traveling, and we're trying to make it to somewhere. I can't remember. Where is?
Y'all are heading to Bastille.
We're heading to Bastille to go to the catacombs there and see if we can get more answers as to what in the world's going on and what we can do to solve the problem of this crazy world. There we are.
All right. So, as we left off, y'all had just made it to down south of Karis to the next town. And let me go back to the map because I've forgotten the name of the town already.
Lauren?
No.
Hold on. I just saw it. By the way, I took my glasses off so I can't see. Larn.
Larn. Yeah, that's it. And now we're about to head northeast to go to Bastille, and we'll be passing Payton's Hole on the way.
Hayden's Hole.
A car.
And when we left off, y'all just had an encounter with the goblins again.
You're not going to believe this amazing mineral-filled find that I have found. This hole, just stepped right on it. You know, sometimes, destiny comes knocking. Sometimes fortune, you just step in it.
This is what happens when somebody doesn't get dreams. He just talks about his hole.
At least it's full of minerals. All right, now, we were talking about this a second earlier, Mo, but I want to try to remember. Did you say that you were going to be taking Nathaniel's gem so that we can test whether it's the gem causing his dreams?
Correct.
All right.
Also, a reminder, we sent back my armor to have the, the potency rune attached? If I remember correctly.
Invisibility rune, right?
Correct. Yeah. So as I was taking off my armor, I instantly looked like I was still wearing the exact same clothes, and it just kind of appeared in my hand. And yeah, I just want to remind everybody that was weird.
I think we're getting used to it now.
Okay. And at this point, it's around 5 p.m. We'll say it's y'all done enough around town. It's about 6 p.m. Do y'all want to find a spot to camp outside the wall? I think y'all did y'all decide previously you wanted to camp near the betweens of the two forts because that's usually where most people are camping and it's safest, or did you want to go a little further away to be away from everyone else?
I don't think it hurts us to be in the safe place, and then maybe we can even listen in. Kind of just keep our ears open, see if there's any talk going on of what's happening in the area.
All right. It's 6 p.m. Do y'all want to do anything specific, or you have probably an hour? Actually, it's already starting to get dark based on the time of year, but you still have about an hour before everyone else starts stopping for dinner and things like that.
What's the weather like currently?
I believe. Let me go see if I can check.
I think it's perfectly fine for trees.
I did want to check to see what was, if any of the weapons and armor were done.
And Eve and Hatala, y'all are working on the skies for Hatala.
Yes. Yes, Eve is giving Hatala a makeover.
And you wanted
Eve,
to check for what, Core?
The runes that were getting installed, the katana and the, let's see, I think the katana may be ready, and Winky's rune shock may be ready.
Yeah, Winky's is ready for sure.
Okay.
But yours a rune that you had the rune and they didn't have to make it.
Right.
Then
Yes.
yours is ready as well.
Okay. Me and Winky, he's not here, but me and Winky will go check on that and pick up our gear.
I'd like to kind of walk through the camp that's already existent and see what I can hear. Kind of walking through.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I am amazing at perception.
You hear a lot of grumbling and talk, and nothing spectacular or specific about anything. Just basically people talking about how travel is just so much less pleasant nowadays, but nothing specific enough to give you any actionable intelligence.
They don't seem like frenzied about anything in danger or anything like that. Seems
No,
like
they're treating it like it's an ordinary situation, just unpleasant.
Okay.
All
so
right.
Eve, you have a disguise kind of planned out, a makeover plan?
I guess. I don't know how we're gonna do it. But the idea's there.
You've seen didn't you show me some like pictures the other day that of ideas that you had? We can go with one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, we can turn Hatala into a bard.
No.
I would be sentenced to death. Which
If you want to turn her into a bard, you have to turn her into a corpse.
yeah, if I wanted to be sentenced to death, I'd just go south.
Well, it was a thought.
We should take advantage of her humpback and go ahead and like pull a big cloak up over her head.
Peyton, you're not supposed
As
to
a
talk
whole.
about that. Then Deb, you're not supposed to talk about
Okay.
it.
All right, Corey, you've managed to retrieve the weapons that are finished. And Eve, you and Hatala have managed to finish working on the disguise you're working on. Hatala, you want to make a disguise check? And Eve, you can make a either make a disguise check untrained or just roll a natural d20.
When you say disguise, are you saying deception?
There's a skill.
So,
I don't remember which skill it is, but there is a skill that does disguise.
Is it deception?
I think it's deception, yes.
Okay.
did I finish my blacksmith thing to put that has my skull in it into my medallion thing?
You already had the medallion itself made, correct? You're just modifying it to hold the gem?
Yeah.
I think you're going to need the rest of the night to do it, but you'll be able to finish it.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all managed to make a fairly convincing disguise that makes it not obvious that you're still Hatala.
How you want to show them what I look like?
Okay, we're gonna. Has anyone seen Princess Diaries? You know, like the scene where it's like we went from this.
Yes.
Okay, wait. To this. We did it.
Amazing.
Nice.
Black hair?
Very nice. Yeah.
It's an
Yeah,
impossible.
black hair.
I was going to recommend black hair dye is the easiest dye to make on the fly. Because there's lots of materials available to the common world that can make black hair.
Are there any small saplings kind of around, or is everything pretty much cut down and cleared out? How developed the interior?
This point in time and where you're at, there's not many saplings. Wrong time of year and a lot of business on foot.
Is it easy to get green hair? Green dye and stuff?
You can just change it with your will.
Yeah. I'm just wondering though.
Okay. So Mo, what are you doing during this time?
I guess I'm just walking around with Need and just kind of just checking out the rest of the camp and kind of keeping my ears out for.
All right, make a perception check. All right, you can hear a little bit more detail, but it's still nothing really actionable. The only thing you know is the people you're listening to, a lot of them are talking more about this strange sickness going about than anything else. Although they have mentioned that some of the wildlife seems to be becoming affected by the disease as well.
Oh, hey, Nadette, did you hear that?
Yeah. What'd you hear? Maybe I can listen for that specifically.
Apparently, the wildlife and the animals around this area is also being affected by, I guess, the plague or the sickness coming through.
So, hearing that, are there any people that might look like they would be of the druidic kind of classification of people, like looking about? Do I see some?
Pick high or low.
Hi.
You see a group of people that either are rangers or druids.
Hey, Akar, come with me. Let's talk to these guys over here. If they're affecting animals, if anybody will know, those guys look like they know.
Awesome. Let's do it.
As you approach, all of them look tense and have a hand towards their weapons just in case.
What kind of weapons?
It looks like 3 of them are fully armed with good gear, and your best guess is those are rangers. They look a lot like a car. And the 4th one is not, but he's holding a wooden staff.
All right.
We lost Winky's
In
video.
Druidic, I'm gonna, obviously nobody else could understand me. I'm just gonna give simple greeting to acknowledge that we're of the same mindset. Hopefully, if not, determine that they're not.
The man with the staff stomps it into the ground once, and the other 3 settle down.
I'm gonna walk up and back into common. We've been hearing potential that the sickness has started affecting nature and the wildlife around. What do y'all know of this?
Well, we were actually out investigating. We've heard some of the strange rumors ourselves. We're taking the roads to see if any of it's true. Seems to be a bit more on the forest road up near Alestes and Cares, and he's told that big area in between all the forests that have been cleared and maintained. There's been a few evidence encounters of creatures that seem to have, I'm not going to call it the disease because it's not the same, but they do have something. And whatever it is, some of them have become to mutate and others have become sickly. I don't know if it's the same thing that's going around or is it something else.
I want to turn to the rangers and ask specifically if, like for foraging and hunting for food, if they've come across anything that might be tainted meat due to this sickness or anything like that.
They tell you they personally wouldn't eat any animals right now, but they would still be fine with the plants.
There seem to be a high concentration. Are they just moving through the forest, or do they seem to be predatory towards others?
Don't know yet. We've only managed to run into a few small, sickly ones. We've heard the stories of the ones that are changed somehow. We're trying to find one.
We'll keep our eyes out, and if we manage to come across anything of that nature, if we meet again, we'll definitely pass that information on to you guys.
Be careful in the wilds and on the roads.
You do the same.
And they go back to their business.
Hey, do I sound alright?
That's good.
All right, so what do y'all do now? That's about all the information you're going to get from wandering the park.
I guess we head back to start setting up camp.
Okay, y'all have managed to set up yourselves and not look too conspicuous. Because y'all do need to look like ordinary travelers right now.
It's harder said than done, or easier said than done.
All right, is anyone going to go to the tree, or are y'all going to stay here tonight? Because it'll be fairly obvious what you're doing if you go.
I'm since I was at the tree picking up weapons, I wanted to grab food on the way back, and I'm gonna stay at the wagon through the night.
Okay.
I'm staying in the camp the whole time,
As
keeping
well,
up appearances.
Me too.
All right, so to test out my theory is if everybody's staying near the camp, then I'll go find a room to myself at the tree to see if to test out my theory about Nathaniel's gym.
All right.
Calling up Goose.
Goose. Goose. A BioWare dog.
Patala, make a thieving check.
No pluses.
No. On your shift at guard, sometime in the night, you start hearing a sound that sounds like someone is trying to stealthily open up the tent into the back area where your belongings are.
Want to kind of.
And based on your experience level, it's obviously a novice who's trying to do it.
All right, so this is what I want to do. I want to sneak up behind him and do a whole like, well, hello there.
All right, make a stealth
Need
check.
to. Okay.
Hello there.
You sneak up there like you're the wind itself. You see a small boy trying to figure out how to get his hand into a flap in the tent, because it's probably about a foot further away than he can actually reach to get the bags.
Okay, so looks like you need a few tips.
He starts fumbling and he like picks up a dagger but throws it behind him, trying to hold it in his hand.
It's okay, little guy. You'll get there soon enough. What you trying to get here?
Wait. I'm sorry. I don't know. You have bags.
Many people have bags. It doesn't mean you need to get into all of them. Some people are more dangerous than others.
I'm sorry.
I will forgive you. I'd like to give him information on thieves guilds. Not like pertinent, like heavy information or anything like that, but, you know, kind of pushing him in the direction that if he wants to continue this life.
Go ahead and make a thievery check.
Okay.
See how well you impart the knowledge. Okay. He seems like he's actually quite interested in what you had to say. He collects his dagger and puts it back in his pocket.
Now, keep mind of who you're taking from. Be very careful out there.
You notice his attire is a little bit higher quality than most of the strangers that are in the park section here.
Where are you from?
From town?
How is everything going in town?
It's boring mostly. They won't let any people in, so I haven't been able to play around.
Do you have food?
Oh yeah, we're pretty good inside.
Okay.
The guard makes sure everyone has what they need. It's just that all the fun people are out here, and they can't get in. So even if I do get caught, they can't get me.
Well, that's smart of you. Try and find a way to keep yourself out of trouble, but still getting to do the fun things.
Yeah, sorry, I gotta go now.
On your way.
And he darts off. And after a second, even you can't see him. He's actually really good at stealth, just not good at thievery.
Alrighty. I'll head back to my post.
All right, the rest of the night passes without anything going on.
I was halfway expecting while you were dealing with the one child, 5 others came in behind you.
Yeah.
All your supplies.
Urchins.
All right, as morning rolls around, y'all all manage to make it to the camp, and everyone's having their breakfast.
Hey guys, guess what? I had a dream.
What was your dream?
Oh,
about?
really?
Yeah, a dream of fire, of the rushing boots on the ground, the clang of metal, the hard
Right.
but familiar stone beneath my feet as a creature climbs over a wall and I strike at it. Not sure what that means, but yeah. So
So you're having dreams of the wall like Core did.
yeah,
You're
I
basically
think
having
so,
the
yeah.
memories of Nathaniel being spoken to you through dreams, is what it sounds like.
I think it's my theory was correct. I think it is the gym itself that's causing these dreams. I think there might be, like you said, memories of Nathaniel or Nathaniel's memories.
So I want to share a little bit of my dream I had last night.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, what?
I had this. I didn't have the same dream as him, but I had that same dream of the metal clanging, that smell of sulfur, the heat in the air, the chanting of "burn, burn" was still coming through, and I could feel the fire watching me. It was pretty intense, and it was like it was boring into my very soul.
Maybe you should go check if they're eating your soul again.
I mean, the last time we checked, it was like yesterday. We were
Yeah, it
feeling
was
pretty
it
good.
was in peace, it was in harmony.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to discount you, Winky, in the thought process there, because we're going to probably need to check on him often, because who knows what's going to go on with him. But this dream, it's confusing, because if a car had a dream, but a car's dream was definitely Nathaniel type memories,
Yeah.
but Core's dream is still this same. It's like an invading force.
I think
And
I
you-
remember. I feel like I remember something about Nathaniel's soul starting to integrate with mine. So it
Ooh.
might still have echoes of him with my actual soul.
So the process of pulling his soul into this gem, you're saying that it was
Like that-
fractured because you have taken a part of his soul into
Right,
yourself.
the parts that have merged are still in me. That might be why I'm still having a dream. And that could be why. I mean, if we are attributing the dreams to Nathaniel and to the wall, I think that could be it. I'm not 100%, but
What's
Core,
odd there is-
what if your soul was consuming Nathaniel's soul?
right.
Well,
I think they were merging.
yeah, and Nathaniel's soul was, if anything, I would venture to say that Nathaniel's heroic spirit, as in when he lived, was alive in his spirit, in his literal soul as well, because it was blocking the burning away of Core's soul already.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
So, an interesting makeup of this person. It just shows how much of a good person Nathaniel seems to be. But one of the things I'm noticing here is Core's dream has been the same for many times now.
I mean,
The
it's
same
slowly getting more and more detailed.
detail.
Yeah, because initially it was just dreaming of the fire and the metal clanging, then the smell of sulfur and smelling it when I woke
Maybe-
up. Then
maybe-
Well,
adding in the
okay.
chanting, and now we're adding in. I can see the eyes in the fire.
Maybe,
Is it-
maybe
Okay.
you know, last time you had a big dream of Nathaniel by the thing. He got pulled into like hell, right?
Right.
Yeah, the stuff.
That's
So
in the
exactly
fire,
what I
was
believe,
thinking.
were-
Maybe that's the other part of his soul.
That's exactly where I was thinking on this, that maybe it's with a card just getting to having the stone. He's starting at the beginning, so to speak.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever
And
held the
so
stone or been close to it. Yeah.
he hasn't got to the part where Nathaniel's in that place. If that makes any sense. Like
because I know,
like it's a play.
yeah, he was what, drugged down by like an archdemon,
Some kind of
something
demon.
like that. So definitely a part. So, and we know the stuff in the fire are demons. So they
But-
may have some link up there.
Maybe instead of having like instead of this dream being something Nathaniel's already been through, maybe it's him showing Cora what he's going through right now.
Maybe so.
Nadette, last night you said you had a dream too as well, right? Do you remember? I know dreams are hard to remember after you're awake, but do you remember what your dream was about? Because I know you mentioned it yesterday.
Nadep was lying to you.
Yes, he was
Ah,
absolutely just telling tales.
He
okay.
was jealous that
I'm sure he would gladly tell you a dream. I don't know. You guys may need to take some time off to yourselves to.
All right.
It's all waves and water.
Chanting
storm.
of drown, drown, drown.
Just
All right.
complete.
That seems quite the opposite.
Well, here's the thing: if Nidip ever had a dream like that, it would probably be chaos because there's so many.
Oh,
Because it's totally chaotic. Yeah.
This morning, the temperature has dropped another degree or two, and the clouds are starting to roll in, but it's still partially clear sky. You can see to the north there might be snow coming.
Don't worry, guys. I got my pants.
It's
We have all our
basically
wear
sitting
here.
at around 40 degrees at the height of the day.
Not too shabby.
so we're wanting to get up and go in pretty early. We can take turns once we're on the road getting breakfast.
Yeah.
Akara, are you still good with taking point as scout if you don't have armor?
Yeah, I can stealth pretty well. If need be, if we get into a pinch.
So are we going to normal speed, or are we trying to stealth along? Because that means it's half speed if we're stealthing.
I don't know if do we need stealth right now?
I think we
I'll
bring
keep-
more attention to ourselves. we're stealthing as
Yeah,
a
we're
wagon.
gonna.
Like,
Yeah, I have
What's
a
up?
pretty good I can see pretty good, so we'll take it as it comes. I'll be out. I'll be a lookout, and I'll be up front and see if we can see anything before we get to it.
Okay.
Just be
Okay.
cautious and watch our flanks,
What does that mean?
your sides.
To your sides.
Did you share anything about the kid that came through?
No, I would have.
Okay.
Yeah, I do
I
remember.
just-
Basically, I would tell y'all
about-
last night there was somebody trying to get into our bags, but it's seemed to be just a small boy who likely is inclining towards the thievery routes. But we probably want to keep our eyes open, keep things on our radar because it could be more. You never know.
Sure. I'm just gonna admonish Goose. He seemed to have been sleeping on his job.
But he has a limited area of effect.
Okay. I'm gonna.
He rolled lower than me. Go with that.
Yeah, he was distracted. We're good.
I want to let everybody know what the Depp and I found out about the animals, as far as getting sick, and just to be cautious and keep an eye out for something that might be awkward or mutated or sickly.
Okay.
More mutated animals on the way to Bastul.
On your way out, a goblin guard is watching people go. He comes over and he's like, "You're not going down the road?"
What do
He
you
says
mean?
he says it in kind of brutish common.
what do you
Not-
mean?
Y'all are heading north right now. Northeast.
We're not going south. No.
And the road only goes south.
Oh, because we're going to Bastul, which is like a forgotten
Yeah,
town.
it's like northeast. Yeah.
Okay. Careful. There are goblins in the area. Not nice goblins, all of them. Some of them are. Nice goblins carry purple sign. Remember, purple sign, good goblin.
Purple.
Do the bad goblins have a sign?
Yeah, they kill us.
No. And we hope they don't figure out how to carry purple sign.
Good point.
That would be terrible.
So, my fine goblin friend, I could assume there's some prejudice against y'all still, kind of associating with everybody else. But if you ever find hard times getting work, I think I may have a potential business opportunity for us.
The business opportunity.
We like.
So along this path is this old road that leads by.
You no talk me. I guard. I dumb.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go buy
You
Neat
can
Up
talk
and
court later.
Okay.
I'm gonna go buy.
Time to
You,
sort this
you
out.
gotta quit telling everybody about this thing, man.
This is
Didn't they
what's
already
up.
tell you that you don't need to tell everybody?
Maybe.
I think you have some workers. We'll probably swing back through this
I can't
way
remember.
later.
Sorry.
But he basically puts a marker on your map where one of their outposts is and one of their towns is, in case y'all accidentally run into them, so you know not to be aggressive because they will defend themselves.
Okay. Is it along the route that we would be taking?
No, it's further south of where you're going in the hills, but it
Okay.
is in the area, so it is possible you could run into one of their advanced scouting parties or hunting parties or something.
Okay.
Are you gonna do the whole wagon traveling on the map?
Well, we're not in the wagon. I've got the map already up though, and I've got the player icon moved.
Yeah, we got a cart. Remember? We got a
Yeah, the
small cart
wagon's
in the
left.
roadway.
With Eric.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
All right, based on where you think Payton's Hole is, you're not certain because it wasn't exactly a no cartographer marked it on the map. Y'all just kind of roughly marked where you think it is. You're fairly certain it'll take about a day to get to Payton's Hole, and then it'll take 2 days to get to Bastul because you're going across the hills then.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna shoot for your hole tonight.
Crazy.
All right, the day passes without any major conflicts, and you make it to Payton's Hole.
Yay!
Yay.
Why do you say Payton's hole?
Nadep. Yeah.
Because Payton
what I
found a
named
hole.
It's Nadep.
Needit found a hole.
There you go.
But the joke was it's Payton's Hole. Because we called it Payton found a hole, I believe.
I mean, I could see Nita going and being like, "I'm gonna name this hole my name backwards."
Yep.
And so, like, I think it fits. I think it's fine. We're good.
Perfect. Perfect.
Wait. Need
Mo?
it,
Make a perception check. All right, while we're going, you do see some animals that would normally be the kind of animals we'd want to hunt, but they do not seem to be moving as fast or as careful as you would expect for a wild animal. And some of them seem to be staggering around as they walk and then bursts of speed running away.
Oh, interesting.
Did they show any kind of outward visible like signs as far as decomposition or their skin being a different color? They look the same normally.
All he noticed is they looked rather normal, except for the fact that their movements were ungainly and off, like they were sick.
So just behavior. Gotcha.
It just seemed weird. Off.
And let's see, let me advance the timer. Not that far. I can't go backwards. Okay, it's actually 5:30.
That's kind of frustrating to not be able to go backwards.
Well, they
You're
only
the
let you go
GM.
forward.
But you're the GM. You can do what you want.
All right, so it's about 5:30, and y'all are getting close to where you think the thing is, and you notice in the distance a small collection of temporarily built housing and other buildings, and a small, you almost call it a defensive perimeter, but it's not very well made, and it's only about half the height of what you would expect for a real defensive perimeter.
Is this really close to Payton's hole?
It's about exactly where you think it should be.
Oh boy, he told too many people.
Payton, I think they stole your hole.
Hey, Winky. I'm
Or
gonna
need
need
to-
you to do some potentially morally questionable things.
no, thank you.
Now, Nita, you did tell somebody that Nathaniel knew, or no,
Right.
through the Order of the Keys. So
Right.
this could be legitimate people that are working with you.
I thought
You
we
told-
did. I'm not 100% sure.
You told the guy about the with the cheese about it. Remember, you gave him some cheese.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
The business partner.
That was
the
when we
cheese
first. That
guy.
was when we first met. Yeah, that was when we first met that night.
So much has happened.
A lot has happened.
From where you are, you don't see any activity in the camp.
Akar, you want to sneak up in there and see if you can get a better look before we?
Well,
there.
I can. We can all sneak up there. I can teach y'all how to do little. I have with my feats of quiet allies. We can all kind of sneak up there with one roll if you'd like to try that.
What does all that mean? I only understood like a
I-
couple of those words.
He has a feat that allows him to sneak all of y'all at once.
It was a joke.
I just don't know if what I picture of us just all like around this wagon, like sneaking up with the wagon, is not the best
You would
idea.
need to leave the wagon
Yeah, we would leave the cart
because you can't sneak a cart.
Yeah, we can't sneak a cart, but I can sneak you guys if y'all
It's
want
just-
to. Just everybody pick up one side and just kind of ease it forward.
I
Somebody-
can stay with the cart if you
If not, I can go
if
up there
we
and kind of
really
pick it up.
want to do that. I can stay with the cart.
I mean, all of us are going to end up there eventually. So
Yeah, let's all go. Let's sneak up there.
Any
Okay.
objections?
Roll before anybody can say anything. That it's done. Leave it even there.
I mean, my point is why don't we just go with the cart? Like, do we need to sneak? We're not seeing any activity. There may be a problem. Just go up to sneak in. What is that doing for us?
I don't know. It sounded cool.
That just proves that we probably don't need to do it.
All right.
Well, from the rogue over here, she's got all the stealth abilities. Let's just go there, I guess. I
Okay.
would say she's very much more sneaky than I. And she's like, screw it.
There's just no need to hide what we are right now. Is the way I'm seeing it. So we're heading in, just straight up. Yep, sounds good.
It's Leroy Jenkins. Let's go.
No, not quite Leroy Jenkins. Just a caravan moving into
No.
up to the.
This is a this is a Bobby Jenkins situation. Just kind of casual.
Oh, okay.
Who's
Yeah.
Leroy?
Yes.
We can hear you. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
test,
fine.
test. Yeah, sorry, it's odd. Okay, I'm good.
Odd audio.
Audio odd. If my audio was any odder, I would be the audio odd.
Interesting.
Hey guys, this gate is hanging off by like a single hinge. It's pretty beat
Yeah.
up.
This is what I was worried about,
Oh.
and why I thought stealth was probably not really going to be needed.
Yeah.
Before we move in, can we
looks like somebody busted into this place.
can we tell by footprints what they were? Like if these were goblins on goblins, or if this was humans attacking goblins, or
Anyone who wants to make a perception check.
or would it be survival?
Well, y'all haven't got to there yet.
Okay.
Ooh, nat 20.
Okay, a cart. From where you are, you can spot that there definitely has been signs of a struggle at this place. The gate has been bashed through. Somebody clawed their way through it. And there are signs of, on all the structures you see, of claw and weapon marks throughout it. Plus, you see what probably looks like 4 or 5 grave sites that have been dug recently.
Yeah, it looks like we're dealing with some seriously strong creatures because I see claw marks and some what tool marks and it looks like this place has been attacked pretty heavily, guys.
Do the graves look like they're dug up from the outside, or like from?
Did something come out or something come in?
Did somebody like there? I'm trying to get clarity here because it could be that whoever was here has dug graves and buried people because they were in fights, or it could be that things have crawled out of these graves and destroyed this place.
All a car can see is it looks like about 5 fresh graves.
Well, that's a curiosity I have at the moment.
5 fresh graves, guys.
So it's
And
good.
one of them is quite large.
Yeah.
So let's
agreed.
fan out and look for survivors real quick. How many structures are there?
It looks like there is a simple storage house, a larger bunkhouse, and a small cookhouse. and off a little bit to the distance, you can see a reinforced entry point to a mine.
All right, let's clear these 3 buildings first and make sure there's no survivors here, and then I say we go
Yeah.
approach the mine.
Because I'm assuming that everybody went to the reinforced structure first. It's back, but yeah, we need to check everything so we don't have coming up behind us because we don't know if he's a friend or foe yet.
All right, which building do you go first?
I would think we'd spread out and look through windows, open windows or doors to see if there's any movement. And
There are
then,
no open windows or doors. Everything's been sealed up as best as possible.
As we're going through, I'm gonna just call out something.
oh, are there any survivors?
Friend, yeah, stuff like that. Like we're here to help. You know, the whole Mars attacks thing. We are peacefully here. That's more funny if you've seen the movie, but
All right. So are y'all going to split up and go to different buildings or go together?
no, we'll be together.
If there's no,
That's my
if
vote.
there's no indicator of where we should
It
go.
looks like someone had attempted to bar all the windows in the place.
Okay, let's go to the bunkhouse first.
Okay. You opened the door to the bunkhouse and it was wedged shut, but still openable.
Do we see anything?
It has been ransacked and thoroughly gone through, and most of the beds have been shredded.
Okay. Are there any bodies, anything like that, or is it
No.
all seem to be?
Does it look like inside the beds there were possibly like pillows or something that were about hobbit size?
No.
Okay.
If you want, you can make a survival check to try to figure out what happened here, or a car, you can make a warfare check.
Which one's better? Warfare. Oof. Oh.
Eve just died because she rolled a 1 on survival.
All right, Eve.
She just falls over dead.
She gets
You're
a 1.
sitting there examining the situation, and you're fairly certain that while the people were sleeping, they all went into madness and tried to eat their beds.
Eve, I know you've had kind of a sheltered life and been able to read some really good stuff, but not everything you read is a survival novel.
Peyton, from what you can tell, it looks like whoever lived here grabbed all their belongings. At one point they did defend this place, but then they grabbed their belongings and left, and something else came in and shredded it after they were gone because they couldn't find what they were looking for.
Okay. So this looks like it was definitely evacuated. So let's go check the other 2 just to make sure, but I think everybody is in the reinforced mine.
All right, so which one next, the cookhouse or the storage room?
Cookhouse. I want to see if there's snacks left.
Yep, I was in the exact same mindset.
All
Sometimes
right. The cookhouse has had its door completely destroyed and one section of the back wall destroyed as well.
Oof.
And inside where all the food and stores are, it looks like it's been thoroughly ransacked, and anything that wasn't taken has been strewn across the floor, something trying to eat it all.
I need those half-elven eyes to look over this and see if we can determine what I think I'm to Needup's suggestion here. Can we figure out what we're dealing with some tracks or something?
Like, is it only meats? Is it plant?
So everyone make perception checks to find anything.
All right.
Good rolls, guys.
All right. Eve, you notice near the back wall, there looks like a large animal's tracks on the ground and on some of the bits of the wall, too. But Hatala, you notice at the front door, there are signs of really heavy boot prints and some weapon scratching. And Winky, you're fairly certain someone used a battering ram to smash through the door.
I'll relay what I got, the heavy boot print to the front door.
I'll point
Can I-
out the mark and stuff.
Can I take a closer look at that paw print?
Yes. Anyone can either use occult or nature.
Oh, nature. Sorry.
All right, Eve and Nidip, you both come to the same conclusion. It's a bear, a very large bear, destroyed the back wall of the cabin like it wasn't there.
Yep.
And a car, you're fairly certain it's not an ordinary bear because the markings almost are like the bear had scales.
I mean, I've heard of black bears, grizzly bears. I've never heard of a scaled bear. What could this possibly be?
Like a dragon bear? Is that a possible thing that exists?
I mean, platypus bear?
Core, your big brain, man. Is it in there? Is it in that big brain of yours when you've been studying books? So a demon bear? If you can tell it has scales, how is it he's able to tell? Are there scales or something? Is it there?
The print doesn't look like an ordinary bear's print. It has outlying things that look otherworldly to it.
So it's by the print he's able to determine that it has
Yes.
scales. So it's kind of like a reptilian type. He's able to determine that some
Yeah.
crazy way. Okay, I got you.
It couldn't be
It's still
like,
obviously a
don't-
bear print to the nature people, but something about it seems totally wrong.
could it be a druidic kobold that turned into a bear?
Well, anything's possible with magic. Could have been a hamster someone turned into a demon bear.
Space hamster.
Yeah.
Or is it just the reverse? Is the plague not affecting the animals, just the
Well, remember,
Queller?
you've always seen animals with tentacles. Remember the flying creatures and other things that they had?
Yeah.
And that bear y'all fought on the mountain?
Oh yeah. Crap about mountain bear. Big bear.
Big bear with a breath attack and tentacles.
Yeah.
Yeah, we almost died fighting that bear.
Because guys, what I was thinking, you know, the goblins back in town had wargs, and so I was thinking, some type of I guess attacking force, and possibly the bear was being used as a tool or a tame animal of some sort.
So you said boot prints. Do these look like human boot prints? Do they look larger than a human
They're
foot?
larger and heavier than human blueprints.
So possibly some kind of orcish creature. Can we take a look at those a little bit better and tell if that would be there's
Like a
one
mass grave?
bigger than the other. One was bigger than the others.
Mm-hmm.
So
Were the
what-
graves were, you said they were fresh, so they were covered up and everything.
right? They were freshly
Okay.
dug. Is what I'm assuming he meant.
Yes.
I would have paid respects then as I passed by.
Yes, they were freshly mounded.
Were there any kind of headstones or anything ornamentation?
3 of the smaller ones had a simple wooden cross stuck into it, basically.
Okay.
A marker of some kinds. One of them did not, and then the big one did not.
Was there any kind of?
No.
Okay, so it's just 2 graves with nothing, and then 3 with crosses.
3 with markers and 2 without.
Okay.
So it's a possibility those 2 without markers were the attacking force.
Or whatever, or whoever was doing it got killed in process.
True.
Can we tell if there were any?
That's also I was the lack of ornamentation, but yes, those are all possible ideas as well.
So the bear prints, are they leading away from the storeroom, or can we tell if they head off in a particular direction?
They come in from the north towards the forest in the distance.
Okay.
And it looks like, as you're looking now, you see a section of the impromptu wall has been just shattered as well.
Okay.
The bear came in from outside, blasted through the outside door, blasted through the backside of the house, and ate whatever wasn't taken.
Okay. And then left that same direction, or?
You don't know at this point. You don't see any more tracks.
So the tracks look like they end there, as far as we can tell.
Either that, or it was smart enough to follow its own tracks out.
If it's able to do that.
Stealthy bear.
Some kind of shapeshifter.
It is also a possibility that after this village or this settlement was attacked, that a bear just roamed out from the smell of food, because they are foragers. So that is also a possibility.
So this is not very in character for me, but maybe we should go and see if there are people in that reinforced mind that can answer all those questions for us.
Yeah.
So seeing this, we want to check the other room, or do we want to just go straight to the mine?
I mean, checking if the other room's right there.
Yeah, let's finish checking.
Okay. So you head to the storeroom?
Yes.
The storeroom has been thoroughly gutted. There is nothing of value left in there at all. Most of even the fixtures and nails and things have been removed.
Okay.
And there's lots of those boot prints.
All right, so let's go check the mine. If they were this industrious, then
Okay.
we'll see what they got up in their mine.
You make your way to the reinforced mine entrance, and it looks like the mine entrance has been a barricade built in front of it, along with a big heavy door installed.
What's the status of them?
It's fully intact, sealed up. It looks like the door opens inward, so the barricade was put up, then the door was closed.
Does it show signs of attack, or?
Make a perception check there.
Okay.
Anyone who wants to, if you're examining the door and the area around it. Okay. Core and Akar, you both notice that there is blood on the door and on the barricade, and it looks like something attacked and tried to scramble over the barricade and into the door, but it looks like they did not make it in.
It's a good sign.
And you can see a few of the boot marks. They come up, and it looks like the door has been hit a couple times with something heavy, but nothing serious.
Car, can you tell how fresh this is? These attacks and things?
I suppose I can. Yeah, I could try.
You can try either warfare or nature would probably be the best. I think warfare would probably be your best.
Yeah.
I would think looking at the blood, I could tell how old.
Oh, nat 20.
All right. Akar, you're fairly certain that the blood and the signs of struggle are all at most 3 or 4 days old.
Looks like it's about 3 or 4 days old, guys. As whatever attacked this place or tried to get into this fortification. The blood is dried in a way that it appears pretty dried and.
Hopefully, whoever's inside there has water.
Yes.
Let's
go knock.
see if we can.
Let's hope
get
that they're the
somebody's
ones that
attention.
ransacked the cookery.
Hey, Winky, you want to knock on the door for us? Don't break the door. Just
Don't
knock
smash. Just knock.
with your fist.
I'll knock on the door.
Okay. At first, nothing happens.
At second, what happens?
do
I'll
do
knock,
do a secret knock.
I'll knock on the door again.
Yeah, a rhythmic knock of some sort.
I'll knock
And
on the
again,
door
nothing
again.
happens.
Do we see some type of lock, or is it just like just a barricade?
Your guess
Like-
is it's probably barred from the inside.
Okay.
I'm going to say really loudly, I guess we're going to take all this free candy and leave.
Oh Lord!
Okay.
You just
So native can shrink somebody really down.
I mean,
Yeah,
I could meld
yeah,
through the
sure.
stone and kind of walk in if y'all
But
want me to, but I figured that might be a little scary.
why
for him.
don't you no shrink somebody and then have them go through the bottom of the door?
Are you volunteering?
Sure.
Okay.
hold
Cora,
up.
you use your rhythmic voice to communicate. You have probably the best. Whoever's got the best charisma needs to see if we can reach him
I'm gonna-
on the inside.
I'm gonna reach into my bag of holding and pull out a vial. Winky, if you want to be smaller, this potion will reduce your size.
Okay.
There's nothing small enough to get through the door. The door is well made.
I put the vial back in the bag of holding.
Is there a lock? Is there
No, there's
a
no locks. It's barred from the inside.
All right. I'm going to.
Well, they're probably, if there's someone inside, it's a mine shaft, so they're probably not standing next to the door. But you can't sneak in because it's physically barred from the inside.
But I can meld through the stone and open the door from the other side. All right.
Except for it's dirt, not stone.
I can
Dial him
I
all
can
over
use
again.
my earth moving. What is it? Where's my skills? I've got a wand of something.
Yeah,
Where
you got a
is it?
wand,
A wand of something.
but it will permanently move everything out of the way.
So I've got a magic wand of expeditious excavation. Let's see. Can I look at that without causing it to go? Goes. So,
So you should be able to.
so I can remove a 5-foot cube of dirt. Is that what we want to do?
I would expect that if we can get them out and get them to a safer place, that would be better
I mean, we
than
can
them
always
stuck
build
in a
dirt
hole.
again.
Do we want to give Winky a chance to just smack the door?
Wand lets you can do that once a day, right? It's not like once.
Right.
Why not use it then?
I'll use it and open up enough space underneath the door to attempt to let somebody crawl through and undo the call it the blockade.
I think Winky should go. He's small and he's strong. Hatala, I'm sorry, you're not very strong. Just in
I
case.
wasn't trying to go anywhere. What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just saying, just it's a small hole, so somebody
What?
small has to do it.
Well, I don't even know what he's talking about.
Well, who's going to open the door from the inside?
I don't feel like I don't feel like we even got to that point necessarily.
It's a 5-foot cube, so we should be able to just drop into the 2.5 feet that's on one side of the door, duck under, and then duck back up in the other 2.5 feet that's on the other side of the door.
I mean, okay, so he uses it. What happens?
Yes.
Hold on.
It's a nest of killer bees. That's
No,
what the
it's-
killer
you-
bear was after for some
you use-
killer honey.
You use magic, and then ash
Killer honey.
monsters appear.
Killer honey.
No, it's not killer honey. It's a.
And eat killer
He's
honey.
Winnie.
Buzzing
He's Winnie the Pooh.
about.
Oh, bother. I appear to be stuck. Well, at least I have my honey.
Nice.
Womp womp.
I'm starting to get worried about what happens. There were explosives sitting on the other side of the door. When they
All
dropped
right.
5 feet, they went
You
off.
use the wand to remove the section of the dirt, and all of a sudden an arrow comes shooting out of the ground and goes right in between your toes and your shoe.
I'm gonna pluck it out and hand it to a card. Say, can you
You know,
use
it's
this?
all the way in. You're nailed to the ground now.
Oh. Am I really wearing shoes?
Yeah, you wear boots.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you're right.
wear boots. You're not a
And
hobbit.
the arrow came out of the ground or from the air?
You don't know. All you know is there's now an arrow pinning you to the ground.
Looking at
crossbow bolt.
looking at how the bolt is affixed into my shoe, can I tell the direction at which the shot
It
came?
went through the ground and up through your foot and almost hit you in the meat, but instead it went right through the gap between your toes and sticking out the top of your toe boot.
Hey, Hatala, you want to check and make sure there aren't any other traps before I kill myself?
I'm honestly right now amazed by this trap. I'm in awe by this trap.
We'll go
Okay,
get a
while
quick
you're
look at it.
while you're
Yes.
looking at that while you're looking at that trap, I'll look at for any others.
And another arrow smacks into the ground next to you.
I'm not even sure it's a trap. Hello? We're not trying to hurt anybody. We're just trying to help.
It's a welfare check.
You're here about the extended warranty on your vehicle.
Don't say that, you'll get killed for sure.
What's the vehicle? Is it on their wagon?
On your wagon.
What is your armor class, Nita?
862.
5,000. My AC is 25.
All right. This time you got smacked right in the leg.
Ouchie.
8 damage.
All right. Can I adjust that in here?
I was an adventurer until I took an arrow to the knee.
You said 8?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I can just click this, huh? Does that do anything? No? There we go. Ouch. Hey guys, I don't think they like this. I'm gonna step back.
You're still pinned to the ground.
Oh yeah.
Make an athletics check.
Da-da-da.
Ugh.
You did not pull the bolt out, so you're still stuck in place.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and help him pull the bolt out.
Make an athletics check. And you hear, what? And who's the one setting this up? Who's the one setting this up?
Me, the one you shot in the leg.
No. You're lying.
Tell them we have cheese.
I don't know, but he had some amazing cheese.
Remember, it's not about the person. What did the guy do?
Oh gosh, Charles.
Golly.
How did you meet him?
We met him by cheese.
Yeah, we offered him cheese.
No, he was associated with
The Order of the Keys?
Oh yeah.
or was it the
The Order of
Avengers?
the Keys?
Yes. Let's just keep
Okay.
saying troops.
Why'd you destroy the door?
We were just trying to get in and nobody responded.
You never said anything.
We did. And knocked.
We've been saying things since we walked through the entire town.
I'm
You
pretty
think we can hear you down in a hole?
We didn't know you were in a hole.
I think it's a fair point to say that's why we ended up trying to get through the hole. Try,
Yeah.
No,
let's-
they left days ago.
are you stuck? Do you need help?
We're hiding in a hole.
Right.
How can
Sounds
we
like
help?
you're stuck and you need help.
We've come to rescue you.
Wonderful job.
You're welcome.
Can you put the dirt back somehow?
yeah.
It'll just
Can you
take
get
longer.
this arrow out of my leg? Do you have any medics nearby that can wrap the
Well,
sucker up?
Katala managed to pull it out,
Okay.
so you're
I
not
got
stuck
it out.
anymore.
You're welcome.
All right, Hatala, you need to figure out how they built this trap because the next time we have to build one, I need this.
It's not a trap.
Where are they?
Your hole into the shaft that goes down into the mine.
Oh,
They shot.
up
The
They
there.
door
shot
is not a
up.
building. It's a little hut with a hole in the middle.
Oh,
They shot
And you
up
just
and got
remove
you.
the dirt into the hole.
gotcha.
So they're down at the bottom of the hole shooting at you through the opening you made.
All right. Can I use my was it my earth? What is it? Dirt, dirt, dirt.
What happened? I dozed off. I'm sorry. That happens from time to time. Oh, okay. Wait, y'all don't want me to try to fix it real quick? Oh, wait, he's probably better at it than
No,
I
you
am.
can do it. I don't want to fix them.
Oh.
He's not hurt,
Ow.
y'all.
Jeez.
It didn't actually get him in the foot.
The
No,
other
he
one.
got
Well,
shot.
the one.
Oh,
in
the other
knee.
one did? I wasn't worried about that. I'm not that good at medical stuff, guys. It's surprising I even got the arrow out.
So what do you do?
Do you want me to take a look at that, Ladette?
Yeah, you
You
can.
have a lower skill, remember?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to find in here.
It's on your skill sheet.
All right.
Yeah, she.
Feats.
Skills, and then it's below your skills.
Mm-hmm. I actually don't see it on here, Charles.
Hold on.
Are you using the little tab thing at the top, or
I can see him. It's not.
like your core skills? Your
It's
lore?
right there under lower skills.
Yeah. Click the skills or hover over the skills tab at the
It's
top.
the one that looks like a hand. And under core skills.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at feats, and
Now
then
I see it.
dirt.
No, it's no feat, it's skill.
Did I fill the hole back in?
All right, you managed to make a surge of power enough to move the Earth back in place.
All right, cool. I'm gonna kind of blow it off as if it wasn't a big deal to done one way or another.
All right, a few minutes later, you can hear them scrambling up to the door from the inside.
Hey, Akar, can I borrow your bow for a second?
What?
No.
Okay.
Sorry. I can. What do you need it for exactly? That's a very odd question to ask me.
To that door, you shoot him in the knee.
No.
Okay.
No, not a good idea. That's not a good idea. That's a terrible idea.
I think Akar is finally learning how to deal with Nita.
Well, nobody touches a car's boat. That's just the thing.
You can hear them opening the bar from the inside, and the door opens up one half.
I mean, Akar, if you can't hit him in the knee, that's fine. I mean, if you're not that good.
Yeah, I mean, I could hit him in the knee, but I just choose not to.
Okay.
I think that would be a terrible idea.
If you say so, that's cool.
How about I look at your knee and see if I can fix it real quick?
Oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah, your workers are trying to protect your mine
Yes.
because you didn't announce why y'all are here.
All right. Well, as I come out, I'm gonna introduce myself to them and tell them thank you for defending it. So,
At
vigorous.
that point, you can see an older man come out. He
Father?
looks like a bit of a grustled old miner.
Is he wearing like a prospector's hat and overalls?
Basically.
Okay.
He's your
Is he a
Nita?
dwarf?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard about you.
You find anything
They
good?
warned me your attitude was bad, but didn't expect you to attack us.
Well, I didn't expect to get shot in the knee. I was just trying to knock on your door and nobody answered. So, where are you gonna...
Knocking on a door when creatures have been doing that for days. Yeah, that makes a difference.
Look,
Oh God, guys, I see this going south really quickly. We need to jump in the middle of this conversation.
Now this is the time where I just stop talking. Just
I'm cutting side eyes to Core like Core. Should we say something? Oh, okay.
All right.
so how much money
what are
did
you
you
doing
cost?
here?
I came to investigate and see how we're doing over here. We're on our way over to a nearby town.
Oh, I'm glad y'all came. Maybe I have a chance of getting out of here now.
Is it that bad?
Well, we've lost about half our men.
Well,
Some actually lost, some dead.
there's one question on my mind. What's in the mine?
Well, so far we're only getting it just started. We know there's a good bit of copper left. It looks like whoever had it last didn't finish mining the copper. They got spooked and left.
What do you mean spooked?
You're gonna have to see that for yourself. We don't go near it.
All right, let's go check this out, guys. Looks like we got our next little side adventure for a second. Sorry, but
That's not the important thing. You can deal with that after whatever you want. I don't care. How are we getting out of here? What's best tool?
I'm gonna poke Core. Don't we have the portal? Okay.
so
Let's.
you work for me, right?
Oh Lord.
No, I work for the what's his name, the Order of the Keys guy, the old man with the money.
They work for Cheese Man.
Well,
Yeah, we were sitting here to get everything ready.
so how much do you think it would take to stay here? Is it worth it?
We're not staying here for anything.
Well,
We've been attacked by bandits, some weirdos in robes. We've been attacked by
Weirdos in
hobgoblins.
So they've been attacked by cultists.
mhm.
And some hobgoblins actually raided the camp the other night. That was not good. Those big bruisers broke in and stole a bunch of our stuff. And then, not to mention, we got a couple guys get sick all of a sudden. But we'd heard about it, so we kept them isolated, and then they just disappeared one night.
Okay, so there was the guy with the cheese, but there was a dude named Borealis that we didn't actually meet. That was the guy that was into metals, and he was terrified of spiders, so he didn't come to the tree. Neetup was going to set up a meeting.
The
With
cheese
that guy.
guy went and talked to him for you.
Right.
Yep, that's what it looks like
That's
happened.
right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So Borealis is the guy that's in charge of these folks.
Thanks for that, Hatala. Thank you for jogging our memory on that one.
I just had to look through my diary for a moment. Sorry.
So go and cut
that's fine.
down.
I'm glad you take good notes.
Cut down a couple birch trees. I think I've got a couple cores on me, and we'll kill a couple gray dwarfs. We're gonna throw a portal inside and come back when we need to.
If only you could put a portal on your boat, y'all.
I'm not entirely surprised if that's going to be part of the ocean expansion because they say you can customize your boats.
That would be nice.
Be beautiful.
Although
Wow,
that might be overpowered, so they might not do it.
Yeah, that's
sorry,
true.
Sorry for anybody that's watching that's not actually following this train of thought.
We may have been playing some Valheim. But all right.
Just a little.
So that actually being said, do we have a way to use the key inside this place?
Huh? We
Well,
can use it
you're-
in any
It works
door.
with any door.
we need
Right.
just any door frame. Yeah, any door frame will work.
So I'm gonna obviously to keep information from them, turn to everybody kind of huddled over, be like, so do we tell them about the key or not?
We just
I mean, yeah, but I'm trying to be
Just
respectful and ask y'all's opinion.
have one of us go walk off, set up the thing, then they go, okay, you go through this portal, you'll be at a tree, and blah blah blah, whatever, and then they won't know how you set it up.
Exactly.
You make it even look like it's more complicated than it is.
Yeah, do some do
If
some
you want to.
prestidigitation.
I'm gonna pull an adept. I'm gonna pull an adept off to the side and be like, we're gonna talk to that guy from the Order of the Keys about not just workers, but like we need some. We're gonna have to reinforce this area and have guards on duty at all times if you want to keep this going. Just that's my thoughts.
Well, they say spooky. I hear profitable. So I think we should go and check out.
Agreed. I'm all for you. You know, I'm with you, but we're gonna have to defend this area a lot better than.
All right, y'all set up the portal now.
All right, I'm gonna instruct the old miner that when he goes to get his payment from his guy to relay that we'll need more workers and more reinforcements, so that there's a better idea of what is needed to complete this job.
And let them know we're going to investigate the spooky.
Yeah, we'll investigate the spooky and send knowledge.
All right, I'll let them know. Where are we going? You said a tree?
Yes.
It's our home. You know, if you could muster up the courage and whatnot, I wouldn't mind letting you stay there and working out a way for you to set up a portal for us to have this kind of thing accessible to you from the mine. Just a thought, you know, with your experienced hands, you obviously are resourceful enough to have survived the onslaught of all this different stuff going on. So,
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
all right.
And if y'all want to go find the thing, there's a map inside that should lead you to. We've been trying to get the layout of the existing mines and map out how much of the ore we've seen in the area. If you know anything about mining, you should be able to read it.
All right, I'll take a look. Would y'all mind investing an afternoon into that? What time is it?
It's about 7:30 almost.
I think that it's worthwhile to investigate this because if there's something spooky here, it's not like we're that too far away from Bastille and the history that these areas have. It
Right.
could be answers to what we're looking for. So
If
Right.
it wasn't for the
We're not-
mountains, for the hills in the area, wouldn't even be a full day's ride away.
Okay.
So
So-
you're not geologically that far from Bastille.
Okay.
Are y'all going to sleep the night here, or you're going to do it in the morning, or go now?
I think sleeping is a good idea if it's late enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because y'all are getting hungry now. It's definitely dinner time.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do shifts. Everybody can eat at the tree and
Okay.
So what are the sleeping quarters like at this point in time? Do they have sleeping quarters in the mine?
I think we're going back and forth through the portal and sleeping in the tree for
Okay.
ships. Would be my thoughts.
I mean there's no reason we can't. Make sure there's somebody on guard and everything.
Yeah, we have a fire going as if it's just one person out by the wagon.
No, I changed it to once a day. I thought it was stupid that it was only once a week. The original Onyx figurines were every day. Now, if it dies, it takes a week to recover.
Get him, Goose.
That's fair.
Have y'all discussed what Goose looks like?
It looks like a black dog.
Oh. Okay.
That was easy.
I don't exactly know what an ox looks like, but okay.
Onx is just okay. You know the obsidian in
Yeah.
obsidian in Valheim.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
like
yeah.
Onx.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if he was like a rock rock golem in a dog.
No,
form.
I wouldn't say it's a rock
Okay.
column.
Y'all managed to sleep the night without any major issues.
Eyes?
I too had a dream of fire in the air, a screech of demons all around. Large demon is fighting a group of soldiers off in the distance, but the demon is about to banish back to hell. And then it's something, and all of a sudden it uses a foul power to pull the very essence of me into its hand, and as it falls down to hell, my world goes black, and I wake screaming. So it was pretty much a nightmare last night, guys. It was very very painful in my dream. It actually
It-
felt pain. It was strange.
I mean, that sounds like exactly what we witnessed. Yeah. This to me, it looks like this is Nathaniel's life, and you guys are reliving it. Core is just further down the line at the moment.
So, Cor, do you wanna hold on to this? Well, I mean, I feel like you push play a couple days before me, and you're just I'm
Pushed
I'm just
play.
I'm just reliving the life that you've already relived, and I'm not sure if I want to, not sure if I want to go down this pathway. We'll give it another night and see, but
Well,
that's something that I'm thinking.
here's a factor though. You have now opened yourself up to it. If you pass it along, it may not go away.
Yeah.
This is also true. This is also true.
Should give it to Devi for safekeeping for the night.
Core, are you okay with me doing that? Okay, yeah, I think I hand it off to Debbie, and see what happens the next night. See if I still have these dreams, or yeah, 'cause
Okay.
that was pretty. It's pretty scary. I feel your pain now, Core.
So we're gonna go do some.
What our plan, the part of the reason we're going to Bastul right now is to reunite the Soul Stone with Nathaniel's soul in Bastul. That is part of the job we are trying to accomplish here. Yeah, he's kind of mindless right now, so we're hoping that bringing this back will heal him of some of that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's always just a portal right away. No, I think he's not holding it. I think he's putting it somewhere, like in a store.
I would assume he's putting it near the other stones that Nadet wants to touch.
Are you feeling like you're missing something by not having it?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
All right.
So are we not leaving it with Debbie?
Nope.
Who has it?
Core.
Okay.
All right. You make it. You can identify the map and easily see an area that has been marked on it with a big question mark.
Let's go check out the big question mark.
This is spooky.
Is it a giant stone question mark? Just in the middle of a cavern.
That's spooky.
All right. As you go down the mine, you are now occasionally finding bits of man-made stone. And eventually, after a good bit of travel, you notice that you are looking at basically man-made stone foundation beams. And based on your stone sense, you're probably 50 to 60 feet underground right now.
Does the architecture and things look similar to where we were underneath Bastul?
It's really hard to say, but it's very similar. It's very, very old, but it is definitely not made of ancient stone.
Does it look to be cut in like Dwarven style, as if it was?
It is not Dwarven.
Okay.
It's not nearly precise enough.
So by the roughness of the cut, it looks like it might be definitely not Dwarven. It might be some early humans.
And eventually, the stone, the ore and dirt give way, and you're now just in a hallway. And after traveling down the hallway for a bit, there comes to a bit of a ravine. And there's a path going over the ravine like a bridge. It's not thin like the Indiana Jones Doom Bridge, but
Right.
it's a small bridge that looks like it's designed that you could hit it with a single hammer and it would fall away.
Okay. So Winky, I want
And
you to
there's
go
a giant door on the other side.
So Winky, you should go across this first.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be on it and you get a itch to like kill a bug you see on the ground or something.
That doesn't make sense.
Okay.
There is a stone 10-foot door that parts in the middle.
I'd like to go and take a closer look at the door.
There are runes and inscribings all over the door, and it has a faint hum to the door.
Can I make out any of the runes?
No.
Hey, Core, you seen
Some
any?
are magical, some are just words.
Okay. Core, you seen anything like this before?
Make an Arcana check.
And keep in mind, if any are the language of your collar, you should be able to read those.
All right. Upon looking at the runes, you can tell that the door has a magical seal holding it in place, but the seal has been broken and redone once before. You can tell that they've been reinscribed or reactivated somehow. They don't look as healthy. Your Arcana, you just feel that the magic has been tampered with at some point in the past. But you also notice that there are 2 warnings that are inscribed in Kiminoan. One of them literally says warning, and the other one says unstable magic.
We'll lean over to Winky and say, it says, hit here.
No.
It says hit here, right there on the door.
And you see several large column pillars of stone all around.
Do they look like they can be rotated into a particular pattern?
Make a stone cunning check.
All right.
Or if you want engineering, Abdallah.
Uh-huh.
Mining or...
I can't remember what you use for stone cunning.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's mining.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay. Both of you are fairly certain these are non-mobile. They don't do anything. But based on the pillars you see, these are the kind of pillars you would have if there was something like a small fortress or castle up on the surface at some point. And this was probably the basement of it. And based on your guess, it's probably 800 to 1,000 years old at least.
Wow.
Probably a lot more, actually. But you're not certain.
So I want to know what's behind the door.
This door doesn't look like the door that was in like the guild house and things like that we were told not to go into, does it?
No,
The
it does
runes
not.
don't look similar to that? Okay.
None of it.
There's no obvious keyhole or anything like that, correct?
No.
It's just magically sealed.
Mhm.
Core, since you know what it says, do you have any idea on how to open it?
Well, something to keep in mind, if the Kiminoans put warning and they put unstable magic, that They were not very. They didn't really hold back on stuff. So if they thought this was something that needed to be sealed up,
But it's obvious the seal has been broken already once before.
well, but is the seal intact at the moment?
It's closed, but it does not look like the magic is anything that it used to be.
So it could be breaking. It could be failing. I mean, this is also what we're kind of looking for too. Something that deals with like getting ahead of them and getting these things so that they can't get to them. So we may want to push forward, push into it, see what's in here.
Like to try and
Then again, if we open this, do we unleash something? Can we put it back? Is my question. Can we put the seal back?
we just go across the bridge and close it, cause some kind of catastrophic collapse.
I mean, I think that's a smart play. We have
Yeah.
the chance here to.
Might as well.
I think so. Unless one of us can seal it back, and if something were to happen,
We don't have that.
We definitely don't have the know-how.
yeah. So I think bringing in Debbie would be a boon.
Okay, so you go get Debbie.
Yes.
He reluctantly comes through. He
Hey,
doesn't like the
Debbie.
idea of leaving his lair anymore.
Sorry to pull you out of your hole there, Debbie, but we are curious as to this door clearly has Kaminoan warnings on it. Clearly has magic that it says is unstable. We want to make sure that we would like to be able to get through it and get out of it, and then be able to seal it again if we need to. That's the thought here.
Okay. Now he takes a look at the door. Okay. Well, it looks like at one point this door was sealed in a way that no one could open it, but someone blew through that and then put a simple closing rune on it.
Wow.
So whoever did it had the skill to bypass the lock that was on it and replaced it with a simple password lock.
Area sucks. Does it open? Okay. Figured it was worth a try.
And these runes, they are Kaminoan magic for sure. The door opens.
Good job, Core.
Nothing happens. He's like, yeah, there used to be magical traps on it too, but someone got rid of those as well. And I'm guessing the password can probably be reset with the opposite.
Like
Thanks,
saying
Debbie.
it backwards or saying close?
I don't think the person who made the lock was that intelligent.
Nepo.
Okay, inside you find a room, a very small room that is filled with magic wards that have been etched into the tiles on the ground. And there are places for guards to stand inside if necessary, but the place is dim. It is not very well done, and almost every ward in there has been destroyed. Some of them by actually being hammered off the tiles.
Does it look like this was done
Oh, he froze.
recently? Possibly by the
No.
cultists or much older?
This door, this room has not been opened probably in 1,000 years,
Okay.
or maybe 500-600 years, maybe, you don't know. Whoever it was actually knew Kaminoan as a language and knew of Kaminoan magic, but wasn't the most skilled magician.
I would not consider Aganar to be in those descriptions.
Agreed.
Unless it happened when he was young.
True. That is a fair point.
It was a long time ago.
Is everybody good with a bio break?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Needup's already vanished.
Be right back, guys. He's gonna come back and be like, "What happened?"
Satan was gone. I didn't know.
Of course, I get back as soon as everybody gets up.
Mhm.
What happened, Eli? Fill me in.
Don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
But how am I supposed to know what happened?
Ask Charles.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, buddy boy. How you doing? Hey, buddy. You see everybody on the screen? You say hi, buddy? Look, it's Elijah. You're just goofy and want to lick my face. That's all you want to do, right? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Hello. Hello. You're such a cute little fluffy doggy. Oh, such a cute little fluffy doggy. Hi. He's a good boy. He's such a soft pup. Hey, don't bite my nose. Thank you for coming to visit me.
So, as literally as soon as I was sitting down, everybody got up. Like, I watched everybody leave frame as I was sitting down.
We were joking about that. We're gonna take a bio break, and as soon as we leave, Payne's gonna come back. Where did I go?
I think the better part happened at. You can go ahead and mark this minute mark, Core. He doesn't have his headphones
He's
on.
not even listening.
You can miss it. So at 1:42 on the replay, I asked Eli about what happened while I was gone. But I don't know, man. I wasn't paying attention. Like,
That doesn't surprise me.
no, but I needed feedback. I needed to know what was going on.
And I managed to set my water cup down in the other room.
So, Akar, what has happened since I got up? Did the door open? I think you're muted.
It's a lot, dude. A lot's happened. Yeah, you missed a lot. It was actually kind of fun.
Dang.
Yeah. Right now, we're currently looking. Oh, you must log in order to access the game. I just got kicked out, apparently.
A foundry?
Yeah.
I still see you connected on my end.
Yeah, I have the login sign up screen. No, I don't want to do that. Forge. Did I hit something when I sat down? Oh, poo. Yeah, I got like 6 messages that said that. Like one right after the next. Well, remember I had trouble with it what was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah, it's like I got kicked out. I have to sign back in, apparently. Weird. Oh, come on. If you're gonna give me checks, then hurry up. Don't take so dang long.
I've actually found myself been wanting to play games other than Valheim lately.
Yeah, that's why I started that Horizon Zero Dawn.
Did I see you were playing Grounded as well?
Yeah, I was playing Grounded with some friends of mine. We went back because they had some pretty massive updates since the last time we played. It's pretty cool. It's an interesting game. I like the because I'm of the Honey I Shrunk the Kids era.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a Honey I Shrunk the Kids feel to it.
Oh yeah,
It's really enjoyable.
one of my buddies at work plays it.
Yeah, and the building is a lot like Forest, which me and him have played together before.
What you guys
and
talk?
I like being able to like you can completely map out your entire house and then just go get the resources and build it. You don't have to have the resources on you. You don't have to worry about looking them back and forth. You can go ahead and like, all right, this is where we're going to do it, and then you just collect the resources as you can and start building. And
Did you ever play Subnautica?
I did for a while. I stopped playing it because I was in the mode of multiplayer online games. Like it was a really fun game. I really enjoyed it. I love making the new stuff and going collecting the stuff and making the new equipment.
Yeah,
but then it's like,
and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's. I mean, cinematically, it's just breathtaking
and creepy when you get down deep.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, man, I'd really like to have a friend of mine that would like help me out with this. It'd be really fun to play this at least on like a 4-person server. Be able
I
to
believe
hold.
there's a mod that makes it multiplayer.
Yeah, I just by that time, I just I didn't really have any people playing it, and I just I kind of fizzled out. Like I built a really strong base and had the solar panels and everything, and I was pretty much self-sufficient. I didn't really need to have to go and get anything anymore, other than like a few items here and there.
I fizzled out because I got down to the place where the final thing of the game is twice before they added it as content, and I just didn't feel like going back again after they finished it.
Yeah. And like one of the things that got me is because I got it shortly after they had released it, and it was like, the reactor's about to blow, and I'm like, oh, okay, what's going to happen? So actually, it's like, just like, and then you can still go back into it later. It's like, what's the point of having the whole thing of the reactor on the ship blowing up? And
No, that was the reactor safety system going off.
Oh,
yeah, the reactors were venting so that they didn't explode. So it made a giant explosion of radiation instead of blowing up the whole ship.
That's right. And then you had to figure out a way to get back into it.
Get past that radiation.
Yeah. But I had already gone in, because the first time I did it, I died. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And I restarted the world. So I was like, throwing everything together real quick and got over there and got everything I needed and got back out before it exploded. Because I thought once it exploded, it's like, all right, you're pretty much done. You can't do anything.
Yep, we're good. Okay. So you're inside the room that used to have a bunch of defensive wards on it. But every one of them has been smashed. There's still maybe 1 or 2 ward tiles on the ground, but they're easy to avoid considering all the other ones have been smashed with hammers and stuff. And there's another door on the other side of the room.
Hey, Core, can you read what they say? I'm interested in what type of war it is.
Not really.
Hmm.
But the only thing you can tell, and Hatala is the one that can tell it the best, these are all trap runes that if you stepped on one of those tiles, a trap would go off. A magic spell trap.
Hey, guys,
Similar to the fireball when you kept eating.
I definitely recognize that one. It did definitely recognize that.
And Needup, you recognize one of them as a druidic trap.
Is it like a Tanglethorn or something of that nature, or?
No, it's a very horrible yet innocent trap that if anyone sets it off, they're permanently transformed into a small, harmless animal.
I was thinking a tree, but that works too.
Usually it's like a kitty cat or a dog. But it could be a mouse or a rabbit.
I was about to say a cat or a dog wouldn't be a bad life, but a mouse, yeah, that's pretty rough.
Yeah, it's called Baleful Polymorph. You've actually heard of it.
Okay.
So let's avoid those. Yeah.
So we're gonna make it across the room to the other door.
Yeah, the other door does not appear to have any signs of being locked.
What about being trapped?
You want to make a trap check?
Ooh! Ooh! What?
Okay, we're
Oh,
gonna
let
have
it-
to roleplay this because y'all can't say that there's a trap. Y'all are both perfectly confident that there is no trap on this door.
Yeah, we're good. This is perfectly safe.
As we both lean in to look at the door, we smash heads and goes, "Yeah, I didn't see anything. Did you see anything? No, good."
What kind of door is it? Is it wooden?
No, it's a stone door, but it's a simple push door.
Hey, Winky.
Hmm?
There's no traps on this door.
My gosh.
Atala and Akar just checked it. There are no traps.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna push it.
All right. Everyone make a will save.
Yay. Oh my goodness.
Fine it up. Sorry, I think I sucked up all the nat 20s earlier, guys. I'm sorry.
All right. Needip, Akar, and Hatala. Y'all are immediately hit with existential dread as the door is opened.
Okay.
You now all have the Pharaoh's curse.
What is that exactly? Just
When it's not just a condition, it's bad.
-2 status penalty to all fortitude saves. All natural or magical healing is reduced in half.
Is there a duration?
Permanent.
Wait, what?
You
It's
can't
the
get rid of
rest-
it? You can't get rid of this?
You probably have to go to somebody and get blessed or something.
Find a way to remove the curse.
that went south really quickly.
What are you gonna do with 2 nat 1s in a row? It's just
From two,
just
from
what's
two
gonna
different-
happen.
From two different people.
I mean, this is a situation that the dice just was not in our favor. We just got to play.
I feel fine.
I feel this overwhelming dread right now, both in the real life and in the game.
Okay, so he's dead,
I'm undead, but I still feel
but then he's
dread.
fine. But he's got this curse, and suddenly it's like I'm not okay anymore.
Mhm.
So, so this only affects like spells and stuff.
What are you talking
It
about?
affects
You're not
all of our
affected.
saves.
Fortitude.
Winky, you
and-
passed. You're not affected.
Oh,
Who was it that did not? So I can get those notes down.
It's only Hatala and Needip and a car.
Okay.
And Eve is basically immune to this ever happening to her again.
How did you keep this from ever happening to you? I want to learn. I need learning.
First off, you don't need to be undead. So
Well,
you failed.
I lost right out the gate. All of the stress from being undead is finally caught up with me. That's just how I see it in my head. Oh, woe is me.
Well, I mean, let's move on.
Yeah,
You-
there's nothing
yeah.
else we can do.
All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you because y'all aren't, I don't think Eve has paid attention. She has not specified what her spells for the day are, but I'm going to assume that's not a spell you come around with every day because it's not going to be something you do every day. But you do
Remove
have that as
curse.
one of your spells
I
now.
do have. Yeah, I knew that. I was just like,
I just went ahead and gave you 2 spells that would be good for traveling because you don't have it right now, is what I'm saying. So right now you have Divine Wrath and Globe of Invulnerability because if you ever get into a traveling combat, that sounds like it'd be a good choice. And later on, you can choose something else for yourself. Okay?
Okay.
But yeah, she can actually decide to make that one of her spells for the day and cure one of you.
Okay.
Okay, but the door's now open.
Well, now that's a thing. At least we got the door open.
Inside the room, you see a large, rather largest storehouse that's designed to hold things. You can see that the room has been ransacked at least once in its past, and a lot of things have been taken from it. But inside, you do see a few Kiminoan books and a couple of items in the room.
We'll take a couple looks at the items and point to the books and go, those are all yours, Core.
They are, because of how well the room was sealed, they're actually in pretty good condition. He was standing back away because he wasn't going anywhere near y'all opening doors. Most of the titles are gone. There's no real way to know. You're going to just read through them. Some of the items have actually been there so long that they've actually fallen apart. Most of them are in pretty good condition. You see a pair of armbands a pair of goggles with black lenses, kind of like the ones you have, Tala. You see a long sword with some runes on it, and you see a small glittering ring of platinum and a large staff that seems to have a little bit of power to itself. It is a carved wooden staff that looks like it thrums with an inner energy.
Take a closer look at it, see if I can identify what it might potentially be.
Make a check. No. And you need to do either Arcana or Occultism for identifying items.
Do I have to look at each item individually, or can I
Yes.
look over as a bolt? Okay.
Each item individually.
I
want
want
to
to
take
look over. Go ahead, Akar. Sorry.
I want to look at the ring.
Okay.
Oof.
You're not that sure what it is. It's something to do with wizards.
I'm gonna look over his shoulder
Magic.
because I was curious about the ring myself.
You are fairly certain it is some kind of ring that increases your ability to cast wizard spells. Arcane
I'm
magic.
gonna tell him that.
Well, I'm not a wizard. I feel like my mindset right now is the robot in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
I'm definitely interested in that ring
Thanks, honey.
because I'd if it could help me increase my wizardry, if I could have that ring. I think the next thing I'm interested in is the armbands.
They are extremely well-made leather armbands that are imprinted with images of a muscled weightlifter into the leather bands.
Core, you said you wanted that weight belt.
He has a weight belt.
You have identified them as armbands of athleticism.
Might as well give him the core. Somebody on the back lines wanted to wear those.
Sure, yeah, I'll take yeah. I was thinking they would look kind of awesome, you know. Be kind of cool to have something like that.
We look at this staff next, and let me know what you think it is.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look at it, but like, give me that. You can't see anything on that. I'm gonna look at the staff.
That's a stake.
It's a twig.
That's a big stick.
All right. It is a greater staff of abjuration.
Does anybody want this staff?
I don't know what it does.
Each person can only have one staff, so if you already got a staff, you can't have another.
Yeah, because I don't think Eve wants to give up her staffs. She's got one that's really. Yeah.
You know enough about it to tell that it does a bunch of different dispel magics, resist energies, endure elements, featherfall, alarm, glyph of warding.
Does it remove curses?
It does not.
And out. What else we got in the room?
Who's got the staff? Core? Core. We've got the goggles. The goggles, do they look exactly like the ones I have?
They look just like them.
Okay. We just bought a pair of these, didn't we?
The
Maybe.
goggles of night. Yeah, for a core. I'll take them. I don't have night vision.
Awesome to them.
I'll test them out.
Okay.
So what else? What else is there?
All that's left is the sword, the long sword.
What is that thing?
I'm gonna peer at it. Does anybody else want to look at it with me? See if they
I'll
can
look
see
at it with you.
anything. All right.
I'll look at it with you because that goes well for us.
Right. Hey.
Y'all are both certain it's a +2 long sword of wounding.
+2?
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think I can use that. Oh, we just bought the materials for wounding. We're getting it made.
Yeah, but if we can add them,
Yes. Oh, you're talking about the +2, not
It's-
necessarily the wounding.
is this a one-handed or two-handed sword?
The long sword's one-handed.
Oh,
If we still had Kyrus, he's the one that used the longsword.
yeah.
Yes.
Because right now I have a Kukuri who's got a +1 to striking, so. But I
Right,
don't
so I
really
know-
get into close quarter combat. That is the question.
I've got Core down as having that longsword right now.
Okay, yeah, we can figure out the details later. We lost Eve.
Even.
Eve.
What?
She
We
back.
lost Eve.
I did it myself because it kept like I didn't have no clue what anything just happened.
Okay. We were just discussing who got the long sword. I was talking about my Kukuri.
I didn't even know there was a long sword.
Yeah, so it's yeah.
There were 5 items
It's
we
okay.
found.
It's okay. We can continue.
The ring is the only other one.
Oh, we
Yeah, I looked at the ring. I couldn't. I couldn't figure out. I knew
Oh,
that
the
there was something
increased
there.
ability to
Yeah.
cast wizard spells? I thought I looked at it earlier, but I will look at it again. Look at that more
Oh
closely.
yeah.
Yeah, you had already identified it as it increased your wizard spells.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got that.
Okay. All right, it gives you 2 first-level spells a day extra.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
I cannot tell you how nice that is.
That is really good. When the word extra is put in there, it's always a good thing.
All right. Now, Core got the armbands, the sword, and the staff.
I got the
Tyler got the
armband.
ring, and Akar got the goggles.
I got the goggles and the armband. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
you've got
okay.
Core's old. You got his handoffs,
Gotcha.
which probably is
Okay.
more helpful to you.
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah.
And are you wearing them? They do give you bonuses to perception.
Yeah, the goggles give you a +1.
I would think so. He had to take a phone call.
Ah.
I would say yes. Would be his
All right,
answer.
hold on. I'm dragging items to people's sheets. Might take me a second.
Sorry, guys. Be right back. You're welcome. I love you. Oh yeah, we got a lot of shifting going. Hey, dark vision. Let's go. I'm gonna take off my tracker's goggles at the moment.
The dark vision works once a day for an hour, I think is what it is.
Got it.
Yes.
Yeah, I have tracker's goggles as well.
You're gonna have to choose which ones you got on, I would think.
Right now I'm just kind of wearing my tracker's goggles. I'll switch out my goggles of night if we get into a. Because we have people that have dark vision, but if we all need to have dark vision, then that's probably what I'll use.
Well, that's why I asked you. If you put them on, they give you a +1 to perception permanently while you're wearing them.
The goggles of night?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what the other ones do.
Because you would only need the other ones if you were tracking.
Yeah, let's do the goggles of night. I didn't know they did the perception. Because when he said I could only use them once a day, that was like, ugh.
No, you can only use the night vision once a day. The +1 is constant.
That's good. Yeah, I like the +1 because we don't really do a whole lot of tracking. I'm pretty bad at finding the initial trail. Do you see footprints? Nope, he don't see anything. Dang it. Some ranger I am, bro.
Okay, your +2 wounding longsword is on you now, Core.
Nice.
And are you going to wait to the morning as part of your daily preparations to get your staff ready? Because you have to spend time every morning getting it ready. Okay. Not until you've gotten it ready. No. Right. Stabs work doesn't matter. Basically, I'm playing it. If you have magic of any kind, you can use a magical stab.
I want to go ahead and put on the armbands of missile deflection.
Okay. I forgot I got to give those to you.
Yeah, I know there was a lot of swapping. That's why I was like, yeah. A lot of here to theirs.
Bracers of missile deflection.
Yeah.
It is possible, but you're limited to 10 items at a time. So eventually you'll run out of items.
Yeah, because bracers are lower, and I would think bands would be.
Yeah, as long as the description is something that would allow them to be weared together, I would allow them.
Like if you had a gauntlet is usually like bracers and glove at the same time. So you couldn't have bracers and a gauntlet.
All right. So what do you do? There doesn't appear to
Books?
be anything else in here.
You're gonna look at the books later, Core?
It'll take you hours to go through them.
Okay.
I'd say throw all the books in the bag of holding and. Awesome.
Okay. We'll say that took you an hour and 15 minutes, so it's now 7:30. You still have time to get on the road and make time without problem.
Well, now hold up. So we got into this room that was sealed shut, and we found books and these items. That's
It
it.
was closed. It had
We don't see anything else in here that would signify why this was sealed.
Nope.
It had been picked over already.
So the
Yes,
so
more than
probably
half
the
things in here have already been taken.
so we're but that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Man, okay. I was hoping we were ahead of people, but I mean, but that
Yeah.
long ago, what are we gonna do?
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Y'all close it back up. Debbie goes home.
Bye, Debbie.
On the road.
Y'all hit
Did
the
Debbie,
road.
did Debbie get cursed?
No, he
No,
was
he
out
was
of
he was out of range.
Debbie's like, I ain't. No.
To be honest, after we rolled both those nat ones, I had to just turn my brain off.
Yeah.
Y'all make it through the day without any major problems.
How far out are we still?
2 days. It was 2 days from your hole
Okay.
to get to Vestal.
So we'll set up camp for the night. Alarm and dog. 2 shifts.
Alarming dog.
Alarm and dog. I'm sorry, sometime I leave out syllables in my words.
Warriads.
And sometimes I add more to them, you know. Like how your grandma and them. Mm-hmm.
I still feel like the robot from
Marvin?
yeah, that guy.
Depressed.
Yeah. Just filled with dread.
Oh, I forgot about that. We are still cursed.
Yes, we are.
This morning,
All right, you passed this. You sleep without any major issues, and now this morning she can have that spell cast at once.
yeah.
Guys, I vote Core doesn't go into the building with Nathaniel. It sounds kind of
I don't think it's going to be a problem.
okay.
Personally. Do
It's
you,
good
Akar,
to-
you didn't dream?
Not a fire.
So
I had some pretty normal dreams. I mean, do you want to hear about them?
no, I don't.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
just no.
Oh, okay. I mean, but no, I didn't dream of fire last night. No.
Yes, Eve, your armor is ready.
Yeah. I'll
Uh,
cast that spell on Hatala, by the way.
Okay.
My armor should be done as well, correct? Because we turned it in before we left to go to.
Yes, it is
Painful.
ready now too.
Awesome.
Atala's rapier is done. Akar's armor is done, and Eve's armor is done.
But not my javelin.
No, there's one more day.
Okay.
Yeah, so I need invisibility on my armor. So what
It
is-
has it.
Yeah. Okay. So what does that mean exactly?
You
Once
can turn
per day,
invisible.
You can engage it.
You basically can use the spell invisibility once per day.
I wasn't sure if that was like a +1 to stealth or anything like that.
No, it's just
Yeah.
having the spell. You can cast that spell
Gotcha.
through your armor, so to speak.
All right, I've updated your armor. Akar and Eve. Let me do your. Because you now have better armor. What was it we got again? Was it the full plate or the half plate? Okay.
That way she didn't get slowed down.
Finally has her full speed.
Actually, now I have 30 feet because when I leveled up, I got the.
Ah, you got that plus
leap
to it.
speed.
Dang, no, I'm the slow one.
I can quickly run to the back line and heal.
It'll melt.
That's okay. Y'all run up there. I'm just
said
gonna fire
ice, right?
arrows.
Ken's.
That's fine. I don't need speed. I can launch arrows
Guys, I gotta go.
faster than I can run. Whoa.
Report.
Oh goodness. I'm gonna do it too.
What's up? Wow. Hold on.
Our
Smoke.
house almost burnt down.
Asher started a fire.
Who?
Asher.
What do you think?
A cup of noodles in the microwave with no water.
No, he
No.
just lit a paper towel on fire just because.
No. No. He did.
That's what I said. Yeah, he.
Kylie said you are your father.
Oh boy. Sorry about that.
For a second, I thought Asher broke his arm.
All right. What is your highest spell level you can cast? 3. Then you get 3 spell point. 2. Probably. Yeah. All right. That means you get 2 spell points to the staff, which means you can either cast 2 first level spells or 1 second level spell from it. You're not powerful enough to use the 3rd or 4th level spells.
Nice.
So when you go up a level, you'll be able to use the 3rd ones.
Heck yeah.
So you can and you can cast the cantrip shield at will.
At himself?
Well, yeah, but you can cast it at will to the staff. But you can cast it at will yourself, so it really doesn't matter.
It's more flavor.
And the spell does level 1 alarm, level 1 feather fall, level 2 dispel magic, level 2 endure elements, and level 2 resist energy. Which means you can cast 1 second level spell a day through it. Or 2 first level.
A lot of spells.
All right. So you prepared the staff this morning? Okay. When everyone is getting ready to go, y'all find Core laying on the ground comatose.
No. I'm gonna check his pulse.
He's looking around, but he's not
Oh.
moving.
I'm gonna flick him.
He kind of flails his arms around and legs around, but doesn't really go anywhere.
Hey, Core, can I borrow 100 gold pieces? If you don't
Did
say
all-
anything, I'll just take it as a yes.
All of our money's together.
I slap Nadep on the shoulder, like, dude, chill out, man. Come on, we're
His
trying to
mouth
think he's
moves,
okay.
but no sound comes out.
Okay, so we've got
All right.
movement.
I want to look over the staff again, see if I can see any information. Because is the staff there?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to look over the staff because
Well,
I'm
I bet
assuming
it's
Arcana.
You don't really have an idea.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with him.
Are you? Try using
I assume it's something to do with this staff, but I can't tell, guys.
And a car, you are currently feeling a burning sensation in your head.
Oh no.
I have a massive like.
Your eyes feel
migraine.
like they're on fire right now. It is
Yeah.
just super, super bright outside. It feels like you're staring at
Ow.
the sun when your eyes are shielded from it.
Are you okay, Car?
No, my eyes are burning. It's super hot in here. Why is it so hot in here?
Is the ring doing anything to me?
You don't know.
I'm so glad I don't have any magical abilities.
I don't know what to do. My eyes are on fire.
I
The
guess
car,
I
you're
want to
taking 1 damage a round.
take. Can you get him off?
They don't move off.
Oh God.
Hatala, try to take off your ring.
I'm gonna try to take off the ring.
It doesn't come off.
It doesn't come
Use
off.
dispel magic. Something.
Need up, you're really good at that.
I don't think I have that.
Now you don't
Yeah.
have that? You
Yeah,
had
he
that
doesn't-
when you spelled
he-
the door,
he-
but now you don't have it.
And dispel
He-
magic doesn't stop curses.
He actually never had it.
Yeah,
Wait,
I
they're
was
cursed?
using a spell that I didn't have.
They're cursed?
It's a curse.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna pour water on Core and a car.
I
Okay,
only
now
have
core's wet and a car's wet.
Thanks, but didn't work quite like I think you planned.
do I
I'm
have
still burning.
2 level 4 slots.
Yes, but you can't unless you specified that both of them were the same thing, which you probably wouldn't do most days.
Okay.
Or if you had, you would have cured 2 people of the curse.
Yes, you would have cured 2 of the curses that are on them from the door.
Well, it looks like we're gonna have to stay here, sleep, and slowly cure ourselves of our curses.
We can
As long as you're within the light, you're burning, Kakar.
I run back down into the
Go into a
mines.
shadow.
I run as far away from light as possible.
Once you get down in the mine shaft, you're not feeling burning anymore.
Okay. I yell up, I'm better, guys. I feel fine. It's okay.
No, he's a vampire.
Should we drag Core back down there? Or should drag Core down here, test if it works?
I mean,
Core's too
Dark-
heavy.
Well, maybe it's that the items have been removed from their spot. So let's take them all back to the place and take them.
yeah, why not? It's
But
a
they
good as
can't
plan
remove
as
them.
anything.
They can't remove them.
So I'm gonna grab Core by the foot and just drag him behind me.
No, pick him up. You have the belt.
He's so heavy.
Are the well? Do the bracers come off a Core?
No. And the sword won't come off of him either.
Keyboard.
You may want to go to Debbie.
I mean, we can open up a portal down there just like we did before. So that's
Yeah,
what we'll do as we,
So
because the car is down there already. So
Yeah, I'm not leaving.
so we'll go. We're gonna go down there. We're gonna pop open the portal. We're gonna go to Debbie. We're gonna say, "Hey, we're a bunch of morons.
Stuff in the crypt.
Come help us." With literally had a warning about bad magic on it.
I'm gonna take. Do we have like a sheet or something on here?
Okay. So
I want.
you get to Debbie, and he's looking at y'all, and he is trying not to laugh at the same time, trying to look not worried.
I'm not really feeling comfortable with that look on your face there, Debbie.
I can do one of y'all right now, and I know someone else in the tree who can get one more. Do you want me to try to make Core walk again?
Yeah,
Let's
as long
get
as I'm
Core-
down here,
Let's
I'm
get
okay.
Core conscious.
Yeah, as long as I'm
Okay.
down
And then-
here.
So
And then
what
from there-
what happened when Core stopped being able to do anything?
We don't know.
He's clutching the staff still.
Yeah, he's got at least 3 items on him of possible cursed status. So
Okay. So Debbie gets prepped, and he casts Remove Curse onto the staff, and the staff lets go from his hand, and Core can move and talk again.
But guys, the object is still cursed, so you can't use it. Still, just like
yeah,
Yes.
we're just gonna
There's
put
no way
all
to
these
remove the curse from objects.
all
There's
these
only a way to
objects.
temporarily take it off you.
They're going back, and well, we can probably give Debbie. Do you want us, if as we did remove these, are they going to be safer with you or safer in that room?
I think safer in that room. I don't want to keep these things.
Okay.
I mean, I can think of a few magical experiments that might be fun, but I don't think it'd be good.
Can you?
Well, I can tell you, as long as you don't put the goggles on your head, you're fine.
So
A little
what's
bit
happening?
later, the priest comes down from the top of the tree. It's a cleric, and he can cast the spell, so he casts it. Who do you want me to cast it on?
Do a card.
Do a
Goggles,
car.
Okay. He
Yeah.
casts it on the goggles, and you can take them off finally.
Oh goodness.
Thank you. Do we know what curse that Atala has?
Nope, but it hasn't done anything.
I mean, just get it off me whenever we can. It was with the rest of them, so
It's probably horrible.
All right, I've removed the goggles of night from you.
Wait, I thought you could only do one.
this is a different person.
The cleric did another one.
I'm talking
said
about I removed it from the sheet.
Yeah,
Oh.
you know, we're explaining it to Elijah. I think.
I thought Atala was the one with the goggles, and he just got it removed. So
Atala already had the goggles that weren't cursed.
Hey, you know what I noticed on your character sheet, Will? You can toggle one-handed, two-hand on your katana now. There's a little hand thing next to the item.
Okay, since we have no person to take the ring off of Fatala, is that what you got, right? We have to cut a finger off.
No.
Dude, there's more items here we got to deal with. Core had 3. Car had 1. I had 1.
So we gotta cut Core's belt off.
You can't cut magic items off.
Well,
It's his,
Yeah.
it's the armbands.
but you have to take the sword off and to get it off, you cut the belt off.
You can't remove any cursed item by cutting anything off.
I mean, you
So
might be able to cut your arm off or something, but
Now, I think you have to. I think you need to go to your character sheet right now and click 1 or 2. No, that doesn't really do it. Maybe it hasn't been implemented yet. Maybe it's something they're working on. Yeah. Yeah, I've been looking too. I don't see it. It may be you have to drag a new katana on you for that to happen. Okay. But y'all are your immediate curses have been fixed.
we're just gonna need to stay here while we get these things undone then. So we can get them all back in that room.
Ooh, look at cool goggles. I'm gonna put them on.
Need that. Burn these goggles. Burn them with fire.
It's a blind roll.
All right, so y'all gonna stay around here the day?
Yeah, we're gonna. I mean, we ain't got a choice really. I don't think.
Ooh. Oh.
All right, while y'all are sitting around, the historian from the Order of the Keys comes by. Oh, that's nice. I'll take a look at him soon. I just want to let you know we've done some translation on that. There was a history book talking about the last days of the Citadel to the north. I think we've finished most of it, and it appears to be it's based primarily on a letter that was sent out by the commander of the Citadel. It was the last message received. And basically, from what we can tell, it was a little bit chronicling how they were fighting the dwarves in the nearby dwarven citadel, and that somehow the dwarves became infected with tentacles and started attacking in greater skill and greater ability, along with some other monsters showing up. And they were starting to use more necromancers because the necromancers seemed to keep them in check. And he's afraid that if they don't do something, the dwarves are going to figure out how to get out of the area because they've already started attacking our surrounding farms and towns and wiping out the civilians. And he's worried that he may have to use some kind of dark ritual that may turn the tide. Only
Here's
thing
this
you can
happening.
tell is that this may be the stone that they were trying to find that they had heard the dwarves had in their citadel.
Bye.
And that's pretty much the end of the book. The author of the book suggested that the stone, which is just like the stone they had in the library, is somehow turning the dwarves into some kind of monsters, and that death magic seems to be the only thing that holds them at bay. All right, the day passes, and they can cast the spells again. So Core has 2 more items on him.
Yeah, let's get those. Let's get him settled.
All right. The armbands of athleticism have been removed. You didn't even know what it did. And the long sword of wounding.
Hey, Core. Do you want your bracers back? Since you were kind of comatose for a while there, and yeah. Okay. Okay. Thanks. I appreciate it. But I felt really bad.
All right.
I took them from you.
And they go ahead, and that cleric goes ahead and casts his spell on Hatala to get the ring off.
Okay.
That's all the cursed items. And Eve, did you want to do 2 spells for this day? Since
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it.
then you can remove both of the curses that are affecting the people.
Yep.
Now everybody's finally uncursed.
Yay!
Do you want to know what your items would have done to you?
I feel better, but
Yes.
I'm still undead.
All right, Hatala, the ring. If you had to cast any spells at all, anytime you cast a spell, you go insane for 1d6 rounds.
Wow.
I might have been able to handle that.
Yep. The long sword, anytime it was used, does 1d4 damage and causes a wound to the user.
Oh boy.
1 bleed damage. A car, anytime you're in light brighter than a torch, that's 1 hit point per round. And the armbands of dexterity, the armbands of athleticism, cause all dexterity saves to be shifted down 1 quality level.
Ooh.
So a critical success is a success. A success is a failure. A failure is a critical failure. And a critical failure is you're in deep trouble.
You're dead. You're dead. You.
It's basically clumsy armbands of athleticism.
You step forward and land on your face. How you did it, I don't know. Hey, here you go. Just give. We need to put all these in a bag. We need
Bad magic instead of.
We need to
Yeah,
put all
it was
these.
not clear.
We need to put all these in its own bag of holding, and somebody we really don't like, we just like, hey, we brought you a gift.
Mm.
It's
I
a great
like-
gift.
I like Core's idea. We put it back in the room and we re-put some kind of sign or signage that states cursed items.
Does anybody have grease? Just
It won't last forever.
throw grease, and then Needette just throw a fireball as we
Go
shut the
ahead
door
and
and
destroy the
run.
bridge too.
Yeah. Just destroy this
Winky.
whole area.
Winky, you remember that bridge that
That I
a
told you
hammer
to
would
smash?
break? Would you like to smash it?
Yeah.
I'm at the reinforced door at this point in time. Just to be safe.
All right, y'all
Oh.
put all the items back. Put signs that say in common, I'm assuming,
Yes.
that say cursed items beware, and then you destroy the bridge to it. Winky smashes it with his hammer, and it just turns to powder instantly.
Good job, Wiki. Those lightning bolts are really something. I like the little addition to your hammer there.
Okay. It's 7:30 on the next morning. No new dreams occurred that night.
Is it because
I
he
wait-
had cursed items on him?
He was back at the tree.
Ah. Yeah,
All right.
that's the thing, I guess.
And it's a little bit more. It's a little bit warmer, but it is lightly snowing. But it's not sticking because it's too warm.
Did a car have any dreams?
No, nobody did.
Well, I had dreams, but you don't want to know about them. We've already established that regular dreams are not important dreams. Thanks to Tyler.
There's enough room for one person. Right now, Eve's in there.
Is she frozen? She looks frozen.
She does look frozen.
Hey.
There she goes.
Where am I? What? Oh. Oh. I'll hop
either-
out the cart. You're welcome.
She's actually faster than me now, so.
Okay. So go ahead and make your society roll for examining the book, Will, for the day. Actually, you'll get to make a couple since you get the day's worth.
Oh.
We're gonna find out if he had just read the books then, we would have known not to use those items.
Go ahead and make another. Okay. You've been able to leaf through the first book you've been looking at pretty thoroughly. And at first you didn't get much from it, but eventually you discovered that the book was talking about curses, cursed magic, and how to remove curses. And basically it's talking about the kinds of magic in the world that are resistant to magic. And it's basically a treatise on cursed items, possibly how to make cursed items, or how cursed items come about. It's basically a lot of arcane theory written by some theoretical sorcerer or something. Y'all are now on the outskirts of Bastul.
I'm definitely curious.
It is about 5:30 in the afternoon and it is already getting dark. You do not see any signs of people.
Oh.
There's no ash in the sky, nothing is strange going on, but it appears to be deathly quiet. But you are fairly certain you could find your way back to the old man's house.
Mm-hmm.
You get to the house and it is quiet. No signs of life or any answer. You don't see anything. It looks cold and dark inside. All right. After a few more minutes of traveling, you make it to the manor house. And you do notice activity. There's smoke coming out of the chimney. And there is a guard at the ground level. It's a man in armor. When you're about halfway there, you notice that there is someone up on the roof of the manor house who has a bead on you with an arrow. State your business.
We are the saviors of this town.
Funny.
Yeah, it's real funny when we're actually the ones that did do something here.
This is a ghost.
Remember when it was? Yeah, it was a ghost town. It was created because of all this ash. Were you here when all the ash stuff was happening?
Wait, are you the guys?
We're the guys.
I
The
can see
one
what
at the door goes inside, and out comes a man, and it's obvious one of Eric's men.
What
Well,
I
he sent us to investigate after y'all were talking about those ruins underneath.
what I know this guy from my experiences.
Yeah,
with
you know
him.
him.
Okay, and I give him a fellow handshake. Yeah, and it's hey man, it's good to see you. Glad to see you're still kicking. I'm undead.
Wait, what?
One week with these people, and yeah, I'm undead now. How's that? Yeah, spend my
We
whole
saved-
life with you guys, and then
We
yeah.
save towns and make people undead and get ourselves cursed.
Okay.
It's okay though. We're
What are y'all
gonna figure
doing
it
here?
out.
We're trying to see if we can learn some more in the catacombs here.
Yeah, we haven't any good luck getting down deeper.
That's exactly what we're hoping we can succeed at.
We have explored some of the offshoot channels, and we've even started trying to clear some of the channels that have been blocked. It's slow work. There's a lot of them. They're all over the place. There's a honeycomb of caves all over this place, and passageways, some natural, some unnatural. It looks like this place used to be some giant citadel of some kind. No. From what the last person who was in town said it was something to do with goblins a long time ago. The dwarves, they come by once a month to make sure nothing's going down. And the last townsfolk that hadn't left, he passed about a week ago.
The old blind man?
Oh no, that guy left.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, apparently he came into some money and decided to head to one of the towns.
Came into money.
Yeah, we didn't think it was kind of strange, but we didn't think anything of it.
Definitely strange.
Well, are y'all going to get started tonight, or are you going to get started in the morning?
Sure, why not?
All right. You make it down into the family vault, into the family area where the family are all wandering around. Akar, you've never been down here before, and when you come down into it, it's a catacomb crypt tomby area underneath. And there are a bunch of dead people wandering around just like they were in their life. The whole family is cursed to return here whenever they die.
Oh, okay.
More like ghost like.
Yeah.
Not like zombie like.
Yeah. They're like Force ghosts from Star Wars. Blue, ghosty, usually benevolent. Some of them, especially one of them, is very ornery.
I'm definitely looking around very uneasy, like I've never seen this type of thing before. So I'm looking at everybody else and judging their views on it. So I'm kind of calming down because nobody else is reacting. But
if you're seeing a Hatala, she definitely has some uneasy looks about her due to it, but there's not much she can do about it.
And Core, you notice Nathaniel in a corner playing with a child's toy. Mm-hmm. At first, he looks at it and he's like, shiny. He's trying to touch it, but his hand just goes through it.
we might need to find his actual physical body.
His physical body was dragged into the depths of hell.
His physical body was left within the fire scar. Yeah, remember the way the crystals work. At any point in time, you can end your existence and pass on to the afterlife by destroying your crystal.
Football spiking on the ground.
Wait, but he would return here because he's cursed to return here, correct?
It's already here.
But even if we destroy the crystal, he would still be here, right?
But the soul in it would pass back to here.
Yeah, and at least we'll know whether it works or not by being here.
Okay.
So you destroy it?
Yeah, I was just checking before we smash it.
You destroy it, and all of a sudden, it's like a flash of energy goes throughout him, and he immediately stands up. And you notice now he's wearing his armor. Greetings. How goes it? Do you walk the wall? No, I was on the wall. I remember walking the wall, and my brother and my friends, and fighting demons, and then that beast grabbed me and yanked me, and I was falling into hell. But I don't remember anything after falling into hell. But wait, no, I do remember suddenly waking back up down here. Yes, I was brought back to life and made to kill. Thank you. But I barely remember my childhood, and I don't remember what happened after I died.
Much of your soul was burned up by a stone of creation. We did everything as fast as we could as we understood things, but yes, there are probably memories that you have lost. And I'm sorry for that.
I don't understand what exactly y'all are saying. I was never one for the magics. Point my sword at it and I can take care of it, but that's about it. It's strange. I still feel like I'm missing something. I can sense the holes you're talking about. They're like nebulous, like something has been eaten. But I still feel like something else is missing. All right, his hand passes through yours. No. I remember the last thing I remember as I fell through the hole, a demon grabbed me and said, "This one will do," and then it all blacked out.
Entirely sure what happened to you. We do know that somehow your niece, I believe it was, brought you back with paint.
No. Eve, you want to make a religion check? You have heard reports that when a person is dragged to hell, one of two things occurs. Either their soul is consumed as food for the demons, or if there's something within them that the demon can work with, they turn them into a demon. because that's how demons are made. There's a piece of your soul that is dark enough to start the transformation into becoming a demon.
So there may
I
be a demon that's him.
I'm not gonna say that in front of Nathaniel. I'll pull like Core and Hatala aside. Tell them.
Well, here's the thing though. He was dragged down, his spirit, whatever, but he was brought back through the paints from her. It was a separate pulling. Like it's like maybe she got part of who he was, and maybe it came from whatever demon he's become. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Because the time doesn't flow the same in the afterlife than it does here. So he was down there for over 20 years, but for him, much more time would have passed.
She could have either freed him from being a demon, or there are two existences of him that there's pieces of him in so many different places.
Because remember, when y'all came down here originally, the day Nathaniel died, a copy of him appeared down here, but it was empty.
Right.
So part of him, when he died, came here in the first place.
Nathaniel, do you know how to open the door to the other crypt area, the lower sections, the vault?
Well, I know how to open the family vault. You got to have the special key, but I don't know where my brother hid it.
By
Did you
special-
ask him?
What do you mean?
By his
No,
little black book?
he's not dead yet.
Wait, I thought he was dead.
Willem is not dead.
Car is undead.
Oh, you're saying Willem hid the key?
That's what he just said. His brother is
Yeah.
Willem.
Yeah, but I thought he was talking about the other guy that. Yeah. Exactly. Why did Willem have the key?
Because he's the last living member.
He hid it long before. All Nathaniel remembers is it's something to do with their uncle that he didn't want the uncle to find the key. Something about him that Willem didn't like. And so Willem said he was going to hide it.
Well,
But he describes the key to you, and it's exactly like the keys y'all have.
that's what I was about to say. We can try the keys we have and get it, see if we can get it to work.
You just don't know what it's keyed to.
Yeah, and it may be. Well, the only thing we can do is try.
All right. Well, you know where the family vault is, so you're right there. And I'm assuming y'all would have thought ahead and brought one of the keys with you.
Heck yeah. And I don't know if we want to go through 7,000 different variations of us trying this, but I don't know how we want to do this. We try with me touching, you touching, this two people touching, this person touching, Nathaniel touching the key as it's in the door.
Well, remember, this is a family vault, not an ancient vault.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying Nathaniel could be touching the key through
Right.
his spirit. We can do this for 3
Nathaniel
hours.
can't touch the key because he can't pass. He passes through it harmlessly.
I understand, but we're gonna try everything. Is my point until we get the door open.
So what do you want to start?
How long is this gonna take?
Guys, this might be like a long shot, but since I'm undead, technically, is there a way that he could use me to turn the key?
You're still technically alive, remember. You do have a pulse. It's once every minute.
Okay.
You are mostly dead.
Mostly dead.
Not
Mostly.
even really undead at this point because of the heartbeat. It means you're alive.
Okay.
It's just you're dead most of the time.
It's just a thought. I mean, it was a thought.
Honestly, it
Yeah.
was a good one. I just
So if y'all don't pick, I'm going to randomly roll who goes first.
I mean, yeah, it's just going to be randomness anyway. So I'll try the key, just holding it by myself.
Nothing happens.
That's what I thought. All right, here we go.
Core? All right, you put it in the lock and the door opens.
Okay,
Yay!
we got
Because you
friggin'
had
lucky there.
Nathaniel inside of you for a long time.
Yay!
Because remember, family, Nathaniel. Core's the only one that had his soul inside of him. A car with soul adjacent. All right, the family vault opens up, and it looks like someone has gone through it and taken anything of real value out a long time ago.
We want information.
All that's inside of there appears to be small items that the kind of items that you would give to someone, put on someone's gravestone to remember them by, that kind of thing.
Yeah, don't touch those, please. But if there's
I'm walking behind Adept, just keeping an
No.
eye on him.
This is not like the ancient vault. This is memorabilia for the family directly, and it looks like at some point in time there may have been valuables in here, but someone took the valuables.
Don't you think Willem would have taken whatever he would have wanted from here before? I don't know. But he hid the key. He hid the key, so
But he could have found it in the years. Because Nathaniel remembers it from 20 years ago that the brother hid the key.
I mean, I want to search around. Let's see if there's anything that helps us in our search and what we're trying to. Yeah.
You do find another doorway down. It looks like this was not intended as a family vault. This was a security lock to go deeper into the catacombs.
Huh.
That somehow got reattuned to the family. Or maybe it was always attuned to the family. You don't know. But this is definitely of ancient construction, and it goes deep.
Well, then we're gonna push on.
Yep.
All right.
It is 9:37.
Yes. You notice that there is a door in front of you.
Did we already go through the first door? I assume.
Yeah, you're down in.
Okay.
It wasn't locked or anything. It's just you went down, and now you see a door in front of you.
Rapidity trap check.
There is writing on the wall in ancient.
I'm just looking to see if there's anything I notice for traps.
All right. The only thing you can tell is you can translate the word loyalty. The rest of it doesn't seem to be much words, as it seems more like a motto. Like this, you know how if you found something where a military was posted, they'd write their motto on the wall?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like guards wrote their motto on the wall when they were guarding this facility long, long ago.
So it's like it says Semper Fi or something.
Basically like that.
Okay.
And the
Did,
door in front of you, it looks like somebody has scribbled in the wall with chalk. Yeah, it's in common. It's just very faded. You can basically read that it seems like one of the family members came down here, saw this door, and figured out that there was a strange special word that would open it. He didn't know what the word meant, but he kind of scribbled with something that looks like the word that you know that represents loyalty.
did I find any traps?
You did not that you know of.
Okay. I'll relay that information.
You're fairly certain, but unless it's a high magic trap, you're not certain.
I mean, obviously, I'm going to be like, look, guys, I know what happened last time, but I'm quite certain there's no traps.
For now, let's say, what skill would be the best skill to represent pronouncing a word that's been a dead language? Well, I'm saying
Maybe his society.
do society.
Yeah. I would think society,
That sounds good.
because that has to do with knowledge of books and things.
Okay, you managed to roughly say the word, what you think sounds like good inflections, and the door begins to open.
Sweet.
Now,
Roll a perception check.
you see more ghosts down here.
We
Ghosts, though, are a lot blurrier, a lot less there. It's like they faded over time. And all of them, like immediately, several of them rush to attack and then just pass harmlessly through you. Like eventually, one of the ghosts comes up to you. He's like passing through you every time.
if they try and hit Neetup and they get near his axe, what happens?
Yeah.
Eventually, they make their way to Neetup and they start knocking him over.
Yay!
They don't understand why, but they all start diving at Neetup, knocking him down every time.
Can I pull my axe out and turn
Don't
around?
do that.
like,
Don't realize that.
Back.
that you can,
When you
that
pull
they
the
can-
axe out, they start looking at it and they're now trying to wrestle the axe away from you.
I told you not to do it because now they know.
They
Now
can
they
touch
know
it
that they
too.
can.
They can use it.
We're literally harmless against.
Can I cast Disrupt Undead on them?
Not really. They're not corporeal.
Okay, so
You shouldn't have pulled up Yaks because now they're gonna kill us all because you gave them a weapon, and you can't touch them without that weapon.
So I guess if they're gonna try and take it from me, I'm going to like wrench it back out of their hands and like wield it as if I'm going to attack one of them.
Why don't you just use healing? It might kill them.
They know I have it.
If
So-
you put it in your bag of holding, it'll be not in this universe.
So I'll put it in the bag of holding.
One of them's trying to, but they can't reach into the bag, so
Do
If
it
you
like
put it
a
into
wave at him, like
they're angry and they look like they're angry, but they can't do anything to you because they're not malevolent ghosts.
I just yawn.
They're all you can tell is they're dressed like guards.
No, not today.
And this area was old, right? The loyalty thing, that was an ancient.
Yes.
And
This
so
is an
do
ancient
these,
facility like the one you found where the lab was.
but these ghosts, do they look different? Do they?
They look a lot like them, yes. These are probably the ghosts of ancients,
Can
which
anybody
means these have been here for at least 2,000 years.
Yeah.
You are basically in an outpost. It's exactly like the construction and design of the place you were where you found the basilisks.
Oh, okay. The underground ecosystem.
Just no ecosystem. It's that construction though, that type of place. This was an outpost the ancients made for some reason.
They were an outpost that was all underground. They just liked underground.
Yes, they were all related to the Earth Titan for the most part. And they have
Probably-
the
Fire
innate
Nation
ability
attack.
to manipulate it.
Yeah, I was about to say probably a lot easier to actually create these.
You see a vault
catacombs.
door in front of you.
and try the key again?
You notice that there are many words written in it in ancient. All right, make a society check.
Was it
Right,
ancient?
you-
Not. Oh no, it was Kaminoan that was on the thing.
Right.
Sorry.
Kiminoan gives him a bonus because he can understand a good portion of ancient words. Because Kiminoan appears to be an offshoot of the ancient language.
Gotcha.
All right. You're not certain, but basically the sentence reads it's either, for the first part of it, it's either be wary or on guard or maybe danger. Then the word fire, which you're absolutely certain of. And then possibly the word within. And then maybe it's either choose and enter or maybe carefully enter. And there's a keyhole in the middle.
Well, there was some kind of fire beast or whatever at the temple. Yeah, he talked about that. So there could be something similar here.
No, that had to do with the fire titan.
Are you talking about the hand?
Yeah, remember the whole temple thing had to do with the fire titan hand.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the where Festus was, there was some kind of fire thing
Oh, sorry.
there. So I'm referring to that. It's an option A for sure.
There's
Excuse
a
me.
keyhole. There's a keyhole.
Go ahead,
For an
Corey. You're the fire boy with the Nathaniel powers.
Well, I can turn invisible if you guys want me to go in and kind of scope it out.
Let's open the door first.
Yeah,
All right.
if we can get the door
Try
open.
the door and it doesn't work. Remember, they didn't have fire creation powers.
Yes.
He has more than one, so it's gonna do some funky stuff.
Hit
But he
pumpkin.
can focus it. Focus on Earth. Let's try that.
I'm
He can innately focus on Earth because he has the power to. So you try it.
Well, whenever you say Earth, I just
Need it?
feel
I mean,
Are you
Needip,
typing
you
or
can.
playing a game.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I was typing.
Okay.
Needip, you could try holding the key and focusing on different elements just to see if you could make it change. So you could simplify this entire process.
I'll just look at it and focus on each one of my elements and see if it changes?
It changes when you focus on Earth, but it seems to be all different when you don't focus on Earth.
Okay, so I may not
Right
be
now,
able to...
you only have mastery over Earth.
Right. I got you.
Does it change doing like air?
So you try it with the Earth.
Yeah, I'll try it with the earth.
Okay. You try it with the Earth, and the door opens. And it's a vault door, so it comes in two halves and goes away into the walls.
Just feels like earth
Nice.
bending.
Inside, the air is on fire.
What?
Like the fire scar, or like
Just like in the fire scar.
So we should be able to walk in here.
Did you say the air?
And there is a large chunk of flaming red rock in the center of the room. Yes. But it looks more like the black one you saw in the mountain.
So it's an eye or a heart or something. Yeah, I'm going with booger.
Guys, we probably should keep the depth fair distance away because
Well, it
you
doesn't
might
matter
wanna
if you
touch
touch
his.
these crystals anymore. He's got no soul.
took my soul out.
When you talk in Ignis, you notice one of the fire elementals come out. It seems like it can't leave the room, but it looks at you and says greetings.
In Ignis, right? What
Find
up?
out
It looks
where-
at you and says burn.
What?
And you
I-
see it dancing in the flames.
Sounds like you need to jump in.
You notice that the room is glowing red hot. It's just dancing around in the flames.
Jump in, buddy.
Okay.
You don't. I was about to say you look like one of those things at a car place.
Hockey flame alarm, flame on night.
Hop in.
Want to? I don't want to go in. So.
You go in. You pass in without any harm.
Yeah, Nita, you go first, just to see.
I'm
Wait.
gonna slowly go in.
You go in.
Slowly, very, very slowly.
He's doing something.
Oh Jesus!
Oh crap!
The second you touch the barrier, you take 21 fire damage.
Okay, everybody
Whoa!
else, stay away from the thing.
You know, Nita can go in because he has fire element.
I'm used to this. It's just like getting hit in the face with a fireball.
Nita
Wait, they
can
changed
go
the
in.
buttons again.
Yeah, I know. It's the first one. Apply
Double
full damage.
Oh wait, I gotta select my token.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay, that hurt.
What does the shield do?
What shield?
The shield on the buttons. There's a shield and then a plus.
Oh,
If I hover over
it's
it,
half damage. It's half damage.
no, half damage is a person with the shield.
Oh, the full shield. Gotcha.
It doesn't tell me what it is
Yeah, no, it doesn't have.
when I
what it
hover
says.
over it.
I just clicked it. It didn't do anything. It just like made it black. Now it
What
went
about
away.
the plus? What about the plus?
I have
I
no
think it's
idea.
supposed to be your shield takes the damage, not you.
Oh yeah, you can press
Oh.
shield. Yeah, that sounds right.
But Atala doesn't have a shield.
Right. All right. So, Core, you're standing in the fire with no harm.
Like I said, Nedip can go in because he has fire element, I believe. Probably not.
I'm
Will,
telling
Core,
people not
make
to
a
go in
will
there.
save.
I'm glad we got that curse removed.
He didn't have the curse.
All right. You hear a loud voice in your head.
Oh.
I mean,
Perception check.
to be fair, it's a fire titan. What else would it say?
Make a perception check, Will. Core. You notice that it is an eye and it is looking at you.
Hit it! Hit it!
Isn't that what you said about your dream? The eye? Poke it in the eye. Needs you to what? Can you pick it up?
All right. You go to pick it up, and there is a intense flash of light, and then all the fire in the room is gone, and so is the thing itself. And you are now wearing a metal circlet on your head with a red gem in it.
Oh snap! It's
A core is Clown Prince. Core is Clown Prince of the Fire Titans.
Does he have a beam of light coming out?
Correct. It does not appear to be. It appears to be part of your body, not actually an item. You just hear the reassuring sound of a fire burning.
That's always soothing.
No, but as you hear the sound of the fire burning, it just gives you comfort.
I bet he was just Crown Prince of the Fire Titan.
Nothing. She looks normal.
The shadow has nothing to do with it. Core.
You almost think you can see a glow when you look at Nita.
Yeah, because Nedip has fire in him. And
a little bit of a glow from Mo, but hardly any from anyone else.
And the reason Hatala got burned was because she didn't have the fire in her. Nedip would probably get burned a little less though if he walked in. But he still wouldn't be fireproof.
Look at the wall and you think you understand the writing a little bit better now. It actually does not say choose and enter. It says only the chosen can enter.
Which
You're
is
chosen.
Core.
You realize it was chosen, not choose.
So Core was chosen to be the Crown Prince of the Titan.
We now have a chosen one in our campaign.
No, the room is empty other than that. Most of it's been partially melted.
But maybe you should go to the.
But we're gonna have that as our stopping point for today.
No.
Bye.
Yeah.